What is good? What is good? What is good, boys? Happy to be back. Happy to be back. Trying to get everything set up quickly. My bad for being late. It's almost fucking like I'm pretty much guaranteed to be at least 5, 6, 7 minutes late now. So you've just kind of got to hold it. Let me go Twitter. Let me go Discord. Let me get all the housekeeping shit done, and then we can actually get into the fights. I've been watching a lot of college football, bro. I was watching college football there, bro. I'm so excited that football is back, that the NFL is back, but today's UFC day. I do love that the UFC and the NFL are on different days, because that would be a killer trying to fucking like figure out which one to watch. Let me actually get over to TNT Sports so I can put it on. How have the fights been so far? I've been kind of like half locked in on them, 50-50. Was good Fluffy, was good Niffy. Niffy the GOAT, brother. I ain't seen Niffy in a fucking minute. Okay, let me sign in on Twitter, put everything up. I'm happy to have actual fights back today, though, bro. Like, this fucking down period for the UFC is crazy. Unless you're counting that Terence Crawford-Canelo fight as a UFC pay-per-view, which it kind of half is. Like, bro, we're 6 months without a pay-per-view. That is so, or not 6 months, 6 weeks without a pay-per-view. That is just so incredibly fucking long. But at least we have good fight nights along the way. At least we have good fight nights along the way. They've all been good so far. Every fight's been a finish. Damn, I didn't realize every fight has been a finish. I've kind of had them on like the side monitor while I was doing other shit. I did not realize that they were that good. Bro, I swear low-key, the early prelims on fight nights have been unbelievable recently. Like, the early prelims on fight nights have been top tier. And then the actual main card, when you get to, like, the real big fights, bro, some of them are actually dog shit. UFC Imavov versus Borralho. Watch party. Live. Okay, bang. Here we go. And then go to the YouTube, go to the Discord, put it in the Discord. It's been a while. You were in the Hampshire and Maine? Damn, you've been fucking traveling around. What are your predictions for the main and the co-main event? I low-key... Some people are really, really not going to agree with this. I have CAIO winning in the main event, and I think Benoit Saint-Denis gets the upset against Mauricio Rufy. I'm going to look at the odds for some of these fights, because I think, bro, there's money to be made on this card, boys. There is money to be made on this card. I need to lift this up a little bit. Ooh, give me one sec. Because my head is too far down. Bro, why is this lagging so bad? It's also this. No, this is in the way. Still feels like I'm, like, too far up. I don't know, bro. Fuck knows. Fuck knows, to be honest. Yeah, but main and co-main event, like, the fights plan out differently in my head to how I want them to. I think CAIO does beat Imavov, but I don't think that actually matters that much for 185. Sadly, I think that Khamzat probably beats them both pretty easily. And then I'm just not as big of a Mauricio Rufy believer as the rest of the world is. The rest of the world seems to absolutely love Mauricio Rufy. And I just don't see him in that vein that other people do. I just don't see him as, like, the star that other people think. I think he might be a top 5 guy. I think he might be a top 10 guy at 155, maybe. But, like, there's no guarantee in that. I think that's probably his peak. I don't see him ever becoming a champion. But, yeah, no, should be interesting to see. Should be interesting to see. I feel like Benoit Saint-Denis could beat Rufy in the wrestling, but I don't know. I've never seen Rufy's wrestling. But I can just see Rufy catching Benoit Saint-Denis easily. I can see that. I can see that happening. The one big thing that we need to see going into this fight is Benoit Saint-Denis' cardio. If Benoit Saint-Denis' cardio is good, he'll win this fight. He should beat Mauricio Rufy, because his chin, there's not really that many questions. Like the Dustin Poirier KO, you're not really looking at that and going, well, his chin is bad. You're more going, well, his gas tank is fucking awful. Like, holy shit, his gas tank was terrible. If his gas tank is good, I think he can beat him. Not many people are picking Benoit Saint-Denis. Shit. I don't know, man. I think, I really do think he's going to get it done. What's good, Dean? What's good, Charmaine? Tell me more about the dollars to be made, bro. We're going to look at the odds, because there is serious bread to be made on this card. I'm telling you now. There is serious bread to be made on this card. And you know me, I'm all about the Benjamins. Technically, they're not Benjamins in Ireland, but shit, I'm all about the bread. Okay, let me go over here. Bang. Oh, bro, I'm tired. The one thing that I have loved about the UFC, by the way, I like to stream really quick. The one thing that I have loved about the UFC recently is the start times. The start times have been perfect for the UFC recently, and that's just exactly what we need to see. Like, that's everything that we need to see, bro, is the start times being good. Because when UFC start times are good, and I can watch this at like 8 p.m., I don't have to torch my sleep schedule, even though my sleep schedule is kind of fucked up because of the NFL anyway. Bro, it's just so much better. Like, watching UFC cards at like 8 p.m., this is what Americans like live like every single week. Watching pay-per-views at 8 p.m., like, life is good. Life is legitimately great. What's good, Amir? What's good, Lightning? It will change. I know it changes back, bro. I know it changes back. I think this is the last week of it. I think this is the last week of us actually having like pay-per-views or fight nights, at least on at a good time. Yeah, next week is 2 a.m. Is next week? Yeah, next week is that Terence Crawford-Canelo fight. Bro, is it just me, or have you guys seen like no hype for that fight? I've seen like legit no hype or no build-up or anything for that fight, for that shit to be on next week. Wow, I did not realize it was that close. I actually had no idea. I thought that fight was still 2 or 3 weeks away. That's insane. This card is good too, though. I like this card. You got Kelvin, Alexander Hernandez. Obviously, Diego Lopez-Jan Silva was a great fight. Bro, what is it about the co-mains being kind of mid? Like, every fight night, this fight night's just fucking terrible. Holy shit, that's like an Apex fight night. They take a week off and then they give us this shit? Bro, Dana's full-on slacking. Like, Dana's full-on slacking. This is a good pay-per-view, to be fair. This is actually a really, really good pay-per-view. But, like, Dana's, bro, Dana's fallen off. It's like watching fucking Jerry Jones, bro. Dana's lost his fastball. Okay, let me turn this on so I can get the timer on. Bro, the fucking NFL, like, theme song is stuck in my head. What's good, Tony? I live in Europe, bro. I'm out here getting cooked every event, bro. I'm telling you, it's not fun. Like, it's really not fun. People don't understand the grind and the struggle that it takes to be a European MMA fan. Like, every 3 weeks, you're staying up till 6 a.m. If you're watching all of the card and you're not just, like, waking up for the main event, every 3 weeks, you stay up till 6 a.m. And I haven't found a way to do it correctly. I have not found a way to do it correctly. I'm happy to be back watching fights, though, but especially those French crowds are sick, man. Like, those Paris events, I don't like French people. I'll be the first person to say that shit. I don't really like French people all that much, but they do well in terms of crowds. And in the UFC, I saw someone tweet this earlier, and it's absolute facts. The French people act like they're a fucking powerhouse in the UFC when they're actually pretty dog shit, but, like, you have to respect it. It's like the short 5'4" person that's piping up to the 6'6" guy. You're like, shit, I kind of respect you, brother. Niffy, I appreciate the membership. Get a fucking whiffy spam in the chat for the kid. When Makhachev beats JDM, where will you rank him all time? That is tough. When Makhachev beats JDM, where will I rank him all time? I think Islam Makhachev, if he becomes a double champion, is he top 3? He probably is third all time. Probably is third all time. I'm trying to think in my head. Like, DJ, I love DJ. I think DJ's super underrated. Anderson Silva, I love Anderson Silva. I think that they're both super, super underrated. But I think he's probably above those if he gets a second belt. If he gets a second belt with the guys that he's beaten too, I don't know. He's probably top 3 all time. Probably top 3 all time. Am I bugging on that? Am I bugging for top 3? The best they got is Gan, yeah, bro. Like, I was one of the people that's fully on the train of Benoit Saint-Denis is going to be a killer, but, bro, the guy's just... I don't see Benoit Saint-Denis, to be fair. He could almost have like a Charles arc where like he could sneakily become like really, really good in like 2 or 3 years when everyone's kind of forgotten about him. But the hype for him going into that Dustin Poirier fight, like it's why it always kind of like blows my mind with stuff like say like the whole John Jones situation is that, bro, there was people who legitimately thought Sergey Pavlovich was going to beat John Jones and were fully convinced that Sergey Pavlovich would beat John Jones. Same thing with Benoit Saint-Denis and Islam Makhachev. Like, there were people that fully thought that Islam Makhachev was going to lose to Benoit Saint-Denis. And now you look back at that now and you're like, holy fuck, bro, we were tweaking. Name Anderson Silva's best win. Anderson Silva has good wins. Like, Anderson Silva has good wins. And I feel like Anderson Silva gets caught in the whole, like, time period of he's so much better than everyone else. But there's nothing he can do about that. Like, Anderson Silva cannot do anything that he was that much better than every other UFC fighter. And it's not like he took them to decision. Like, he was knocking people out. He had one of the craziest KO streaks ever. That prime Sergey, he would have slumped 37-year-old Jones. No, I think John kills any version of Sergey Pavlovich ever. I'm betting the house on JDM. I like a JDM bet too. I might do a video on that sometime this week. UFC 323 looking stack, Sugar Yudong confirmed. I saw that fight. What do you think about that fight, boys? I think that's an easy fight for Sugar Sean. I think Sean O'Malley, that's like his best fight. If you were to pick out a fight at 135 for Sean O'Malley, I think that's the best one you could give him, because Song Yudong is almost just like a worse Sean O'Malley. Like, he could be good in the future, but like, I don't see it with Song Yudong being in that like top 5 level at 135. I don't see him in that same bracket as like Sean O'Malley, Yan, Corey, obviously Merab's in that bracket. Like, I just don't see him in that bracket of guys. What's good, Caesar? How do you think Craig Jones will teach JDM enough to beat Islam? I think Craig Jones is actually a big factor in that. Like, Craig Jones, having coached against Islam 3 or 4 times, and with how good he is, just in terms of like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, is insane. I think that's an underrated factor that people are kind of starting to talk about, but not really. Who do I have? Tatsuro Taira or Moreno? Who do I have? Tatsuro Taira or Brandon Moreno? MMA math is telling me to take Brandon Moreno, because Tatsuro Taira, like, just hasn't looked that great in his last... Well, actually, he did look good in his last fight, but in his losses, he hasn't looked great. And Brandon Moreno, in every single fight that we've seen him go into, has looked good. I don't know. I've got a crossover on their schedules. Tatsuro Taira, ESPN. Tatsuro Taira's only loss is to Brandon Royval, and then Brandon Moreno beat the shit out of Brandon. Did Brandon Moreno beat Brandon Royval? Bro, my fucking knowledge of like UFC fights is so ass. Even fights I've watched. I watched this fight on stream. No, he lost to Brandon Royval, beat Albazi. Bro, like, I might actually dead off have CTE. Like, I watched so many UFC fights and so many events that all of these just like merged together in one. Beat Urseg, lost Albazi, lost Royval. I don't know how this fight goes. Tatsuro Taira against Brandon Moreno. Is that fight locked in? Lost to Brandon Royval, lost to Brandon Royval. I'm probably... See, this is what throws me off about Brandon Moreno every single time. I was about to say there, I'm probably going Tatsuro Taira because Brandon Moreno's getting pretty old. Brandon Moreno's 31 years old. He's still pretty fucking young. He's just been in the game for so long. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, that's a super 50-50 fight. That's a super 50-50 fight. I'm going to take a gander at the odds to see what's going on. See if I can find myself a bet that I like, which we will be putting a bet on. That's almost guaranteed. Royval beat Itara only because his striking looked horrible, but he should have won that. Tatsuro Taira. I was looking at like Itara, like who the fuck is Itara? But I don't know, because Tatsuro Taira didn't look good in that fight. Like, his wrestling didn't even look great in that fight either, if we're being completely honest. Ireland are already down 2-0 to Hungary. Fuck's sake, man. Ireland are so shit. Ireland are so fucking shit at football. There was me thinking we were going to qualify for the World Cup, and they're already getting fucking stomped. Tatsuro Taira's striking looked very mid against Royval. It didn't look good against Royval, and his wrestling didn't look that good either. His wrestling just looked mediocre too. He's top 3-4 contenders at worst. Who? Marisha Rufi or Tatsuro Taira? Or fucking Song Yudong? I think Song Yudong isn't. Tatsuro Taira is. I actually really like Tatsuro Taira at 125. I think that Tatsuro Taira and Tatsuro Taira going up against... Like, I'd like to see Tatsuro Taira against Pantoja. I think that would actually be a closer fight than a lot of people think. Just to see somebody, because Pantoja doesn't have like elite level striking like Royval does, where it's super technical, and his wrestling is good, but I'm not sure if it's as good as Tatsuro Taira. But yeah, no, that should be like, all of those fights are going to be super fun. All of those fights are going to be super fun. Niffy, you're spitting facts, brother. Remember to like the stream, boys. Wales are quite shit, and Australia even more so. I just want Ireland to fucking qualify for tournaments, bro. I load up Bet365 and they're 2-0 down after 20 minutes. Like, come on. Reese McKee, by the way, someone that has trained and does train at my gym every once in a while. I really want to see Reese McKee win this fight. Really want to see Reese McKee win this fight. So we're going to go Reese McKee. Balagioki, I like a lot. Balagioki, I've loved since like the very start of Balagioki being inside the UFC. Ever since his Dana White Contender Series performance, I've wanted him to live up to his potential. He hasn't so far. I think he can in the future. William Gomis. I actually like that William Gomis line too. And then, you know, we'll look at this after this fight is done. After this fight is done, we'll go fully back and we'll dive in. See if we can, find something out. Why is Ireland so shit at sports? Sometimes Ireland pick like 1 or 2 sports that they're just really fucking good at, and then the rest are dog shit at. Like MMA, for how small Ireland is they're really, really fucking good at MMA. Like really, really good at MMA. Obviously, you have Connor, you have Ian Gary, you have Reese McKee, you have Sean O'Bannon. Did Sean O'Bannon win today? I didn't watch that fight. I actually meant to watch that fight. Sean O'Bannon, another person who trains, who I've like, I don't think I've ever rolled with her. I might have rolled with her once before. No, lost via submission. Fuck. Tough scenes, tough scenes. Who was the other Irish person that was on this card? There was 3 on this card. Maybe there's only 2. Maybe there's only 2. I appreciate that, Alan, brother. I appreciate that a lot. I think Reese will get the win tonight. I fucking hope he does, man. I really fucking hope he does. Have you seen Royval Cape's rumored for UFC 323? 323 might actually just be the fucking flyweight card. Surely they whack Pantoja on that card too. Surely they whack Pantoja on that card. Let me look up all the rumored bouts for 323. UFC 323 could actually be kind of fucking lit. So what do we have? They're the announced bouts. Brandon Moreno against Tatsuya Taira. Usually they have like ones that they're thinking about too. Am I tweaking? Maybe I'm tweaking. 125 is starting to heat up though. 125 is gonna like legit be one of the best divisions inside the entire UFC very soon. Like 125 is gonna be a top tier division. William Gomis, I just can't trust in William Gomis after he robbed Joanna Sambrita, and then Joanna Sambrita broke my heart. Like, fucking hell, I can't spit it out. The first time that I saw that Joanna Sambrita William Gomis fight, I was like, okay, William Gomis might actually be kind of legit because Joanna Sambrita was really, really good. Even though Joanna Sambrita got robbed, I thought that William Gomis' stock rised a lot. But ever since Joanna Sambrita got dominated, I can't look at William Gomis the same. I can't look at William Gomis the same, especially in that division too. That Joshua Van fight is going to be sick too. So UFC 323, we could have Tatsuro Taira going up against Brandon Moreno. We could have Joshua Van going up against Alexander Pantoja as like a co-main event, which I think would be sick. And then who would main event that? Maybe that's a main event. Maybe 323 Van Pantoja is the main event. They're trying to bring back 125. And then you also have Cape going up against who? Manel Cap going up against Brandon Royval. That's another good fight, man. That's another really, really good fight. I do like Tatsuya Taira. I like him a lot. I think he could be a future champion at 125 as long as Joshua Van doesn't like run the division for the next like 4 or 5 years. Bro, I'm so excited for Joshua Van against Alexander Pantoja. I really hope that gets the press that it deserves, because that deserves to be like one of the biggest fights in the entire UFC. That legit deserves to be one of the biggest fights inside the entire UFC. Volkanovski, yeah. Who would Volk fight on that card, though? Who would Volk fight on that card? The winner of Jean Silva against Diego Lopez? I know that they talked about Lerone Murphy. If I'm being completely honest with you boys, I don't love that fight. I don't love Volkanovski against Lerone Murphy. I don't love that fight. William Gomis getting held down right now, by the way, struggling to get up from the cage, sat in half guard. Half guard is so annoying to escape from the bottom if somebody just wants to sit there and camp there. Like what Ruchal is doing right now is just impossible. I'm just squeezing on for dear life, sitting in half guard. Nunes will main event. God, bro, Amanda Nunes main eventing in the big 2025 would be fucking insane. Surely we've got to have some movement at like, what other divisions could there be? Merab is booked. 145. Volkanovski is who we're talking about. Ilia maybe. Ilia going up against Armin or something like that. Like, when was Ilia's last fight? May? Was that Charles fight? No, Ilia Charles was what? International Fight Week. So that was what, June? Like the end of June? Yeah, the end of June. So Ilia probably won't come back. He usually doesn't fight that often. Who else is there? Who else is there inside the UFC that could actually do that? 170 is booked. 185, Khamzat's not fighting. 205 is booked. Heavyweight's booked. Yeah, it's probably Volkanovski. Like, it's probably Volkanovski. It's either Volk or Ilia. It's one of the two. Everybody else is booked. Yesterday, my dumbass forgot they made Silva versus Lopez. Bro, that's going to be a banger. Like, that's going to be a really, really good fight. I'm super excited for that fight. Rumor is Ilia isn't going to fight till next year. That kind of makes sense for how much Ilia fights. Like, Ilia's not active at all. He's someone that, like, once he fights, everybody's super, super hyped up for. But Ilia's not like a Volkanovski or an Adesanya in their prime where they're fighting every 3 or 4 months. Rumor is Ilia isn't going to fight till next year. Next year's a long time. Well, actually, it's not. I don't know. Next year in my mind went to like next June. You know what I mean? That he was taking like a full year off from now. You probably just mean like 6 months. which 6 months isn't long at all. If he takes a year from now to fight, it's like, holy shit. Why does Gomis ruin everything, bro? William Gomis, like, I'm a D1 William Gomis hater. I'm actually not. I don't really give a fuck about William Gomis. I didn't know motherfuckers were so broke. Shit, get to know. Everybody broke. I have 20 people in Discord voice chat watching the stream right now. You better not be using my shit. You better not be using my shit. You can use somebody else's shit. I don't want Dana to come in and hit me with a ban hammer. You're not using my shit. All right, I appreciate you, Amir. Don't use my shit for anything illegal. Anything else, I don't really give a fuck about, apart from the actual rules. Ilia's brother's fighting in Qatar, so he said he's not fighting until next year. Ilia, man. Bro, Ilia could legit be like the one step Ilia is from being close to a Conor McGregor level in terms of superstars activity. Like, people kind of forget that about Conor in his prime. Everybody just talks about, like, the performances. Bro, he was so active. Like, he was so active. And even when Jose Aldo falls out for breaking his ribs, he's like, yeah, give me Chad Mendes. Then he fights Jose Aldo later on. Illegal streaming can't be legal. I'm not totally against illegal streaming. I just don't want it in my server, because I don't want a server to get banned, because I fuck with all the boys in there. But in terms of, like, illegal streaming, shit, bro, do your thing. I don't give a fuck. Dana ain't paying me to promote the events. You can illegal stream all the fuck you want. Ilia should fight Canelo. I think Ilia Canelo would be better than Jake Paul Canelo. The fact that Jake Paul is fighting Gervonta Davis hasn't been talked about enough. I talked about it in my video today. If you didn't see my video today, watch the video. It's actually pretty good. I enjoyed making it. I thought it was a cool idea. But, bro, I feel like it's not, like, talked about enough that Jake Paul, a literal YouTuber, is fighting, like, a top pound-for-pound boxer on the planet. It does not make any sense to me. And that's Gervonta Davis in his prime. This is not Gervonta Davis like Mike Tyson when he's 60. Like, Gervonta Davis in his prime is fighting Jake Paul. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Conor was active even when he lost to Diaz. He came back quickly. He was insanely active. Bro, that's like the number one. There's like certain things that you need to become a superstar. You cannot have one of them and still be a star, but to be like global superstar bigger than the UFC, I feel like you need to have all of them. And that's like elite fight style, activity, good on the mic. What's the other shit? Like big personality, I guess. It's kind of those three, to be honest. Just be like good mic skills, great fights, active. That's it. And obviously you have to be really, really good. Like you have to be a UFC champion pretty much to be a superstar. You can't not. Like that's just how the game works. I'm looking forward to see Jake get slapped. I kind of worry that it's just going to be like tippy-tappy for like 12 rounds. Or I don't know how many rounds is it. This is a new era of boxing and I don't mind it. I hate it. I'll be real. I hate it. Bro, like if that shit starts to cross over to the UFC, if I see fucking Ilia Topuria fighting Logan Paul next year, I'm going to fucking stop making videos, bro. I'll just be like, what is happening here? I can't talk about this. I'm just going to make like 40 different hate videos on it. And I don't like to make those hate videos. Did I see Tyson against Mayweather? I did. That's just like a cash grab fight. I feel bad. I do feel bad for Mike Tyson. I was going to say I feel bad for Mike Tyson, but then I kind of thought to myself, like, yeah, but Mike Tyson's a grown-ass man. Like, nobody's forcing Mike Tyson to do anything. But clearly, he's either broke and doesn't have enough money, which is kind of sad. He just must have had zero financial advisors because he's made hundreds of millions in his career. Or he's like, or he just wants to fight. I don't know. He just has CT. Like, I don't understand why Mike Tyson would want to fight after he barely got to a training camp last time. Like, people forget, like, what, 4 or 5 months before the Jake Paul fight happened when they had to reschedule it is because Mike Tyson nearly fucking died from going through the training camp. Like, I do not understand it. I do want to look up how many rounds is Gervonta Davis. If I'm Gervonta Davis, I love it. Like, if I was in Gervonta Davis's place, I'd for sure do it, bro. You're asking me to fight Jake Paul to, like, earn tens of millions of dollars? Yeah, give me Jake Paul over anybody else that I'm going to have to fight. Let's see. Okay, so none of this shit has been decided, has it? Tyron Woodley, Canelo, Nader, Nick Diaz, Gervonta Davis, Logan Paul. Next up, Tyron Woodley. Oh, so this is fucking ages ago. When is the fight happening? What are the rules? Oh, so this is an exhibition match. It's not a pro fight. I thought that all of Jake Paul's fights were pro fights. It must be something to do with the weight discrepancy that it can't be a pro fight. No winner is declared in an exhibition fight? Is this an exhibition fight? Define real. Okay, so it's probably not going to be sanctioned because there's going to be such a big weight difference. And the number of rounds, the weight, everything. Okay. I do think like it's like a freak show match, I guess. Usyk or Prime Liston, I think Usyk wins that fight. I think Usyk's one of the greatest boxers ever. To be honest, Vanny's better mic skills, skis, everything else. I just hope he cooks during press conferences against Pantoja to sell his fight. I think that Joshua Van needs KO power. Like, if Joshua Van just grows into his body a little bit more and has actual finishing skills and actual, like, finishing power, he could legitimately be a superstar. But until then, he's not. Like, he's just not going to... I don't think he can get to that level. Especially with the fact that he's at 125, so there's an inherent bias against him. Did him and Lamont Roach rematch? They did not. William Gomis is a minus 2,000 favorite in the third round here, by the way. William Gomis should get the shit done. It's an exhibition fight, but a winner will be announced. This fucking whole exhibition loophole is kind of bullshit, man. Get rid of this shit. Get rid of this shit. Like, I don't think that we've ever seen a good exhibition fight. Are you happy Tony won? I'm much happier Tony won than he lost. I love the fact that Tony won that fight. If Tony lost to Salt Poppy, I don't think my fucking heart could take it. Like, I really don't think I'd be able to live in a world where Tony Ferguson had a loss on his record to Salt Poppy. That's like a fucking Jake Paul beat Gervonta Davis. But yeah, this whole, like, crossover shit, bro, I really don't love it. I'll be honest, I really don't love it. And I don't just want to be one of those old heads that's, like, constantly hating on shit, being like, oh, yeah, he should never do it, but I don't like it. Tony against, like, that's the only one that I'm kind of for is UFC fighter against UFC fighter. Because most time those are good, too. Like, Nate Diaz, Jorge Masvidal, that was actually fun to watch. Tony against Nate Diaz, I'd watch as well. I ain't buying no pay-per-view for it, I'll tell you that much. I don't know who's buying pay-per-views for those, but I'm not buying a pay-per-view for that. But it would be fun. That shit would be fun to that shit would be fun to watch. This Gomez Ruchala fight is actually really even. I don't even know how Gomez is minus 2,000 favorite. I need to get the fights back on this monitor because they're on the TV back there and I end up just like talking to the fucking boys for the entire fight and forgetting the shit's on. William Gomez, like, this is just kind of a... This is one of those fights you're always going to see a French guy that's not that good is on a main card in France just because he's French. And I feel like that's fully what this is. Like, neither of these guys are actually ever going to threaten for a UFC title. To be honest, I don't know why I think after seeing Tony win, I feel like Conor would cook in boxing and misfits and etc. If that's what it takes to get Conor back in the ring and back, like, healthy, I'd do it. But, bro, if Conor McGregor goes to fucking misfits, Jesus, bro. Like that would cap off one of the greatest fall-offs in UFC history. That would fully cap off one of the greatest fall-offs in UFC history. I want to get a little row back here too. I want to get like a little shelf that I could put shit on the shelf behind me. Because now the walls are too bare. I used to have the members and all the boys back here, but the problem is the thing fell off. Like the little whiteboard thing that I had, it just peeled off the wall. It just wouldn't stick back on. Lol, of course the first main card fight is a decision. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. I'm going to start just going live for the fucking early prelims. Did I see Till against Rockhold? I did watch it, bro. Darren Till might be dangerous in boxing. And I love Darren Till. Like, Darren Till's one of my favorite, like, kind of, like, UFC personalities. Like, he's always funny. If I could, like, interview one person or just fucking, like, have one person chill on stream with, it would probably be Darren Till, because you're just going to get so many fucking funny moments out of him. Like, even him, his little walk that he does, when he does, like, some little Popeye walk anytime he's going into a weigh-in. Every time he comes in, he'll just come in there and be like... And I just don't understand why he does it. Like, nobody in history has ever fought like that. That's like the why I oughta pose, you know what I mean? But he does it, and it's so funny, bro. I laugh every time he, like, sprints into a face-off. So, like... This has been the year of the prelims. Yeah, bro. The prelims have actually been really, really good this year. Like, this is the year, like, the hardcore UFC fan. Where if you ain't watching the prelims, shit. Till against Carl Froch would be a good fight against Carl Froch. I think, yeah, Till against any professional boxer, I wouldn't mind. Till against Jake Paul, I wouldn't mind. Honestly, if they got a good weight limit, I think Darren Till's a problem for every boxer. Legitimately, I think Darren Till's a problem for every boxer. Because, like, he was a great boxer inside the UFC. Like, his kickboxing was good. Obviously, his Muay Thai was really, really good. But, like, he was a great boxer inside the UFC. And now I think that's just, like, I think that's a new avenue for him. I hope he doesn't go to YouTubers, though. I hope he keeps it with, like, UFC fighters and above. I don't want to see him fighting fucking Deji, man. That's, like, I really do not want to see that shit. William Gomis does get it done. I presume it's a UD, unanimous decision. In France, he's always going to get the decision. Some fucking good jerseys in that French crowd. A few Croatian jerseys, a Montenegro jersey. It's kind of fucking tippable. Look at this guy at the F1 wanting me to play Sports Connections. Listen, Sports Connections can wait. I actually do need to put this bet on. I need to look at the odds, and then I'll do Sports Connections after. I'm such a fucking fiend. So wants me to... By the way, first play of the day yesterday in a fantasy football, Chargers against the Chiefs. Xavier Worthy gets taken out, as I have Isaiah Pacheco and Travis Kelce. You just love to see it. Okay, let's go over here. UFC. I have 10 to put on. I've been remarkably cold recently. NFL, NBA, fucking college football. I have a college football bet on right now. ESPN Plus just crashed. Did it actually? Damn. TNT Sports still live. Shout out TNT Sports. I'm going Benoit Saint-Denis against Mauricio Rufy. I don't hate Paul Craig in this. Am I going all fucking underdogs? No, Kyle Bryan is a favorite, thank God. I was about to say, no, it's an all underdog parlay. This one's under 1.5. Jesus Christ, give me the over. 1.5 is crazy. And then I feel like that's kind of it. Like, I'd almost take this going to decision. Fight to go the distance, no, yes. I feel like the over 1.5 is a good bet. I feel like the over 1.5 is a good bet. Let me see what the odds look like if I go to the other distance. God, the odds look so much better. No, don't fall into the trap. Don't fall into the trap. No. Not under 1.5. Yeah, over 1.5. Over 1.5. Okay, that's the bet I'm locking in. I'm locking in Benoit Saint-Denis, Blachioki, CAIO, Borralho, and the over 1.5 in the next fight. 10 to return 160. We're getting hot. We're heating up. We're hitting on both the bets today. If anybody's interested what the college football bet was, somebody might be fucking interested. This is what it is. Jeremiah Smith, anytime touchdown scorer. Arizona State -6.5. Bryce Underwood under 29.5 passing attempts. And then USF +18 against Florida. This one's a lock. This is a lock. I presume Jeremiah Smith's going to get a fucking touchdown against Grambling. Okay, let's do Sports Connections really quick for the next fight. Joanna Jacek in the crowd. Shout out fucking Joanna. Bro, the no 5 for 5s for 6 weeks is kind of tough too. I was tempted to fucking do a 5 for 5 like the Terrence Crawford card. Jelly roll in the crowd. Shout out big fucking jelly. Okay, this is the Sports Connections. I'm already looking at this and it's already pretty easy. Niffy with the 5. Get a fucking whiffy spam for the kid. I appreciate you, Niffy, brother. I appreciate you. What's good, Rito? I ain't seen you in a minute, brother. As a Broncos fan, they can take the division chiefs like that. Bro, the Broncos are kind of legit this year. The Broncos might actually be legit this year. Okay, let's go through Sports Connections. Like, we're already locked in. Manning, Wilson, quarterback names. But Omaha's here too. So is it like people that own sports productions? Like, I don't know what Omaha actually is. I know it's a place. I know it's Omaha, Nebraska. Yeah, get a fucking W Niffy spam for the kid. USC. This is actually a little bit more confusing than I thought it was. Than I thought it was a start. Tennessee, USC, Mississippi, Omaha. Are they all like towns that have a college football? USC, Tennessee, Mississippi are all college football teams. There's surely another college football team here. The Raiders are an NFL team. Unless they're going like... Is there a Raiders that's... There's definitely a college football team that's the Raiders. The Aces, I don't think so. But these are all just like colleges. Wilson, Tittle, Winners, Double Faults. Okay. Let's get the easy ones out of the way. Winners, Double Faults, Unforced Errors. And then there should be another one here that's... Am I fucking broken? This is definitely one away too. Like, I don't even know what Tittle is. One away. Fuck's sake. Winners, Unforced Errors, Double Faults. Sims? Jericho Sims is the only Sims that I can think of. And Aces. Aces is facts. Yeah, I know that Omaha is what Peyton Manning says, but like, does that like Russell Wilson? I guess I don't know. Maybe Russell Wilson says Tittle. I don't remember that being a snap count though. Okay, let's go out to these. Tennessee, USC, Mississippi. Raiders? Hold'em? Omaha Hold'em. Title stud? Like, is that? I know stud is another type of horse. So maybe... Oh, this might be types of horses. Stud, horse, tittle, Sims? Are they all types of horses? No. Okay, fuck. Okay, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble here. I'm in trouble here. That's not even one away. That's not even one away. Okay, we're in trouble. Raiders, like, this is gettable too. This isn't even like a full-on bullshit one. I've got to look at, like, letters. Usually they love to throw something at you that'll be like quarterbacks without their first letter and last letter or something. Wilson. So that's Russell Wilson, Peyton Manning. Both played for the Broncos. Could it be Broncos quarterbacks? Tittle, Sims, stud. I know that stud and horse, I think, are somewhat linked. So I'm probably looking for a name. Never seen this game before. This is a top tier game. Sports Connections is top tier. It really does test the brain power there. Why are you saying you're so dumb? I can't even see my chat fully. Let me fucking pull up the chat properly. No spoilers, por favor. No spoilers. Let me pull it up over here. Okay. Bang, bang. I will get this done. I will get this done before the next fight, guaranteed. I woke up to watch Harry stream. That's fucking W-mans. I appreciate that, Rita. Manning, Omaha, Tennessee Hold'em? That doesn't make any sense. Manning, Russell Wilson, Mississippi, Omaha, Raiders. Bro, I'm fucking confused as fuck. USC, Tennessee, Mississippi. They have to be one. They have to be a 3 with something. It's not Raiders. I think I tried Raiders, right? Texas Hold'em. Omaha. Texas Omaha. No, Nebraska Omaha. Is Nebraska in Texas now? What the fuck does this shit mean? Bro, I'm mind blown. I'm absolutely mind blown. I'll be real, boys. I haven't got a fucking clue. Wilson Manning. Both quarterback names. Jericho Sims, I think, is a quarterback name. I'm not 100%. Manning went to Tennessee. Did Russell Wilson go to Tennessee? Tennessee, Manning. Omaha. Places he's been? Was he at Mississippi? He wasn't at the Raiders. Wasn't at USC. Wilson. People he's played with? I don't fucking know. Who's your favorite UFC fighter? Cody Garbrandt. Cody Garbrandt, not really all that close. Bro, I'm fucking mind-blown by this. Manning. Peyton. Maybe it's not Peyton Manning. What else could Manning fucking mean? Oh my god, bro, I'm so fucking confused. I think he did play at Mississippi. Russ went to Wisconsin. I think he did play at Mississippi, right? Mississippi, then Tennessee. I have it somewhere in my head that he played at Mississippi. See, and I'm not sure. Let's hit a fucking shuffle. Let's hit a shuffle, see if something... 1 of 4 is crazy. 1 of 4 is not crazy. This is difficult. Okay, USC is in what? University of South California? It's not South Carolina, is it? No, University of South California. That's California. Mississippi State. Where the fuck is Mississippi? What do you think of Bellagio? Okay, I love Bellagio. Okay, I've bet on Bellagio. Okay, I've got to throw a fucking guess in here. I've got to throw a guess in here. Tennessee, Mississippi, USC, and I put in Omaha. I don't think I put in Raiders. I can't do this. I know this is wrong. I know this is wrong. I know 100% this is wrong. Try get the one that isn't that. I was one away on 2 of them. What was I one away on? I was one away on the Manning, Wilson. Who is Jericho Sims? McKee's about to start fighting. Yeah, I know. I've got it on in the background. I've got to try to get this done before. I think Jericho Sims is a quarterback that he's played with. Like, Manning could be fucking anything here. It could also be Giants quarterbacks. It might not even fucking be Peyton Manning. Omaha, it has to be. Things Peyton Manning owns. Tennis and the place you were one off. Tennis. What did I say about tennis? Oh, tennis statistics? Tennis and the place I was one off. So what did I say? Mississippi? Tennessee, Mississippi, USC? Fuck it. We gotta throw something in. Oh, thank God. Teams coached by Lane Kiffin would have never got that shit. I probably could have came up with, yeah, no, like, that's a lot. Okay. This fight's about it. Okay, the fight's literally starting. I've just got to throw something in here. I know that Omaha are pretty famous for their horses. Wilson, Manning, Tittle, Sims. And then Omaha horse stud Hold'em. No, that doesn't make any sense. One away. Fuck. Poker variants. Oh my God, I should have got that. Giants QBs past and present. I fucking knew Jericho Sims. It was Tittle that killed me. Who the fuck is Tittle? Okay, fight started. We're going back to the fights. I can rage about that later. Fuck, man. Omaha and Manning being in the same one was such a fucking... That threw me off so bad. Both of those being in it. Like, what are the fucking chances you give me that? Fuck, man. I was sure with Omaha, too. Fuck, man. I could have got that for sure. I definitely could have got that. Jericho Sims is a basketball player, is he? Who's this Sims that played for the Giants? Phil Sims. Okay, I was never going to get that. The guy played for the Giants in 1979. Give me a fucking break, man. And Tittle, when did Tittle play for them? What, did he just not play for them? It says former... Okay, this guy fucking died 8 years ago. This guy was born in 1926. Fuck off. 1926, this guy was born. What, did the last second switch get it wrong? Oh yeah, it did. I swapped it from Tittle. I thought Tittle was something to do with horses. I really did. Alex Sola better win this fight. No, Reese McKee's coming through. He's put in the work, put in the training. He'll get it done, for sure. Come on, Reese, man. Reese looking good, too, on the front foot, pushing the pace. Is that Hooge McCullough in his corner? It is. Fuck me. What's his name? Usman Nurmagomedov against... Bro, why am I blanking on names? I might legit have CTE. I'm not even trolling, bro. Like, I can't do names. Paul Hughes. I was thinking Phil Hughes. You had it, but saw the poker 4 left and switched? Fuck. Harry, do you think Paul Hughes would be great inside the UFC? Great? I don't know. I think he's a top 15 guy inside the UFC. I think he's a ranked guy inside the UFC. I'm still super high on Usman Nurmagomedov. I think that Usman Nurmagomedov would legitimately be really, really good inside the UFC if he came right now. I was discussing this earlier with someone. Is using a straw, is that kind of fucking fruity or no? Is that kind of fruity to be using a straw? I feel like it is. I was picking one out earlier and I was like, this is borderline. Straw usage. I feel like straw in anything that isn't a milkshake is borderline. Reese McKee up against the fence. Alex Sola trying to jump to get the back, trying to get one hook in, struggling right now though. Nice elbow by Reese McKee from the clinch. Another nice elbow. If he could generate some more power, he could do fucking serious damage with those. Alexola trying to drag him away from the cage, which is not traditionally what we see people try to do. Usually you try to see people use that cage to take people down. Using a straw is a nonce move, I'm not going to lie. I kind of thought that when I was picking out the straw, but I was like, fuck it, I'll rock with it. I never thought about that, bro. It's like, it's 50-50. It is borderline for sure. 1 minute left in the first. Reese McKee still pinned up against the cage. Alexola landing nice knees. Reese McKee's doing a good job with elbows, though, at least doing some damage from being in this spot, but you'd like to see him really try commit to like getting his hands in between, breaking those hands apart and really trying to escape. Or at least trying to face back into him, do something. Guess you have to stop. I might just go strawless forever. Did you do that, Christopher? Did you do that before and fucking... Did you get 4 out of 4? There's no way you got 4 out of 4. You definitely struggled with it. To be fair, I kind of wasted 2 guesses early. If I didn't waste those 2 guesses, I definitely could have got it. Reese McKee, 3 of 3 on takedown defense. That's Brew grappling right there. That's Brew grappling right there. Two seconds, 1 second. There we go. Round 1, finito. How are you guys scoring that round so far? I think it's probably... Like, if we're going off just pure... That's a difficult round score. I'm probably going Reese McKee takes it, though. I'm probably going Reese McKee takes it. I think Reese McKee trained to Brew grappling. I'm not 100% sure, actually. He might not have. I know there's one of them that trains with Paul Hughes pretty consistently that hasn't trained there. Maybe it's the other one. Maybe it's the one that isn't in that is trained with him. I haven't trained with him before, but he has been there in the classes. I typically stay away from the UFC fighters considering that I'm not trying to get my fucking shit broke. Alexola win this one for the parasocials? What the fuck? Where's Alexola from? He looks like fucking Middle Eastern or Greek or something. 1-0 McKee, but high hopes on Alexola. Why do people like Alexola so much? Is it just because I like Reese McKee? That would kind of make sense. Round 2 beginning. I'll get the timer ready. Bro, I love the temperature they're at right now in Ireland too. I can rock, it's literally perfect weather where I can rock a hoodie and shorts, I can rock tracksuit and a t-shirt, I can rock really whatever clothes I want to right now. This is ideal temperature. He's from France. Oh yeah, he's got to beat him in France. He's got to beat him in France. Although the problem is if you go to a decision, like that's probably 1-0 Alexola just because it's in France. Those French judges are always so fucking corrupt and dodgy. Yeah, you'll always get 3 or 4 French robberies every single card. Like they just it's almost a guarantee that you're going to see at least 4. My laptop is laggy, but my cat's on my lap. I don't get the cat hype. I thought a cat was going to attack me like 2 days ago. I was just walking by my road. He was like sitting on a gate fully just like staring down at me, this black cat. I was fully ready for him to leap. 4 minutes left inside round 2. Reese McKee doing a good job of coming forward and kind of like applying pressure. In these moments that they're on the feet, Reese McKee's definitely winning most of these exchanges. It is kind of just like a sloppy 170 fight, though. Alexola lands 2 nice uppercuts on the inside. I thought, Reese McKee got fucking hit with a bomb there. He got hit with a really, really nice left overhand by Alexola. Nice one, too, by Reese McKee. What the fuck did Reese McKee hit him with in that replay? Like, hit him with just his fucking back. Kind of like... See, this is one of those fights where I like Reese McKee, but you can see that there's such a big level between the top guys at 170 and this fight. Like, just technically, like, those top fights at 170, JDM, Islam, even I'll throw Bilal in there, even though I don't really like him, Ian, Gary, Sean, Brady, like, they're all fucking technically so good. And this fight, just the technique doesn't look there on the feet. I got Ruffy and Imavov. We have different co-mains and mains. Damn. We think the exact opposite about the co-main and the main. I believe in the Bellagio King CAIO Borralho hype train, brother. Me and you both, Rita. Me and you both, brother. I think CAIO Borralho, I feel bad for him because in almost any other division, I'd say that he could win the title. I think that khamzat's just such a bad stylistic matchup for him. I think the khamzat's a bad stylistic matchup for pretty much everybody at 185. Like, there's no, like, who's his nightmare matchup at 185? I don't think it really exists. At least for right now. His nightmare matchup is pretty much just himself. Well, actually, Fluffy's probably his nightmare matchup because Fluffy's a good wrestler and has really, really great cardio. I've been a Fluffy truther for like 2-3 years. I'm not going to stop now. Never going to stop. Did I watch the contender fights this week? The only one that I watched was Tommy McMillan's one. And I thought that he looked good. I thought that he looked really, really good because he's one of Tim Welch's guys. And I hear Tim Welch talk about him 24/7, so I was like, fuck it, I'll turn it on. The Dana White's Contender Series format, I just don't love it, though. Like, I'd like if Dana White's Contender Series also had, and I've said this for a while, I don't know if Dana White would do it, but I'd love if Dana White's Contender Series had fights for people that were going to win, and they put 2 people, loser gets cut. I would love if they did fights like that, too. And Dana could do it. I don't think people would hate Dana that much if he did it. Fluffy will be champ, I fucking hope so. I really, really hope so. Rhys McKee once again ends up against the fence, a minute and a half left. Alex Sola trying to get his hands connected to try to get to a single leg or a double leg. Now they're back in the clinch. Nice elbow by Alex Sola. Beautiful elbow. Rhys McKee, though, once they do get back like in striking range, once they do get away from the clinch or away from wrestling, Rhys McKee's dominating most of these exchanges. Pretty much all of these exchanges actually are being dominated by Rhys McKee. Nice left hook by Rhys McKee. Beautiful. Nice uppercut after it, too. Rhys McKee's really starting to get fucking after it here. 25% striking accuracy for Rhys McKee. His expected accuracy is 38%. I never really know, I never really know how to analyze that stat. Is it that the other guy's defense is good, or is it that Rhys McKee's just not an accurate striker? Was actually going to take a break from the UFC to watch college football, then Bama lost, so it's back to the UFC? Shit. Bama don't look too good. Bama really, really don't look too hot. And the UFC, at least, most of the time, it's not on at the same time as college football. Like, maybe, I suppose, for, like, the second half of pay-per-views, you're missing whatever the latest game is. But, like, you're missing the fucking 3 a.m. start game, which usually aren't that good. Usually it's, like, West Coast fucking, what was it, UCLA, Utah last week, and Utah blew them the fuck out. But I can fully understand. College football is so much fun to watch, bro. Like, I think American football is probably my favorite sport to watch on the planet. I was wondering what this was, bro. There's a little tape around this fucking thing that I have. I got this, like, what's it called? It's called, like, an adapter for, like, iPhones where, like, I can use this thing. Can it focus on it? I can use this thing to use fucking, like, old headphones to plug them into my iPhone, and it had this little piece of tape on it that I never knew was on it. It's been there for, like, fucking weeks. That's Rhys McKee's round. I think so as well. I think that's Rhys McKee up to a Rhys McKee win in France would be big. That would be big for Rhys McKee to get this win. I'd be fucking super happy to see him do it too. Like, we need more successful Irish fighters inside the UFC. We need more successful Irish fighters. Would you fire Kalen DeBoer, Sam? Would you fire him? Bro, the funniest clip that I saw today was some fucking woman in Alabama. Obviously, there's some like $2 billion Powerball lottery in the US. And she says that the first thing she would do is fucking buy out Kalen DeBoer's contract. I was like, bro, that's fucking real hate. Some 70-year-old woman just wants to see you get fired. And is willing to, if she gets $2 billion, spend a 20th of it on just buying out your contract. Rhys McKee, like, once again, as soon as they get onto the feet, bro, Rhys McKee's applying pressure. He kind of hurt him there. Rhys McKee looking to go in for the kill here. Pure Gold MMA says that he favors Sola 2018 going into the third. Pure Gold MMA, you're talking fucking shit, bud. 2-0 Sola potentially? Bro, you really think that Sola's up 2-0? Holy fuck. Hearing McKee's corner telling him to spin his hair around, yeah, has me dead. Spin your hair around, yeah. Bro, Rhys McKee's boxing does look improved on the inside. Like, he's picking out good shots. Nice left hook. He's definitely winning this round so far. Like, on the feet, it's clear that one guy's winning these exchanges. I'm only worried that he's going to get robbed because it's France. It's a French fighter in France, and constantly they always give French fighters in France the decision 100% of the time. It's France and the rounds have been close. Yeah, I can see that. And Reese McKee is bleeding, I guess, but like all of that's kind of fucking bullshit. Like, let's just watch the fights and judge the fights how they're meant to be. Reese is walking him down. Like, Reese is walking him down. That uppercut that he has on the inside, a little uppercut left hook combo that he's thrown, is landing really, really well. Tries to land a nice elbow, just glances over his head. I'm not even really sure if he's cut or his face is just red. That was a nice body shot by Alex Sola. I'm a huge fan of body shots in MMA. I feel like that they're so underused. What do you mean they stopped it? Oh no, Reese McKee gets fucking knocked down. Like, that's such a bad stoppage. That's such a fucking terrible stoppage. Who's the ref? Who the fuck is that? Who is the ref? That's a fucking terrible stoppage. Oh my God. Check that ref's fucking bank account. That was insane. Bro, that ref might legitimately have rigged that fight. I'm not even fucking trolling. That was one of the worst stoppages I've seen in a long time. It was like his fucking mum hopped into the ring. Was it Herb? Herb, that is horrendous. Oh my God. Let me see this again. Was it actually Herb? Bro, that's one of the worst stoppages I've seen in a long time. Like, I actually think that could be like someone needs to check Herb's fucking stake. Or his Bet365. He gets hit with a body shot, goes to turtle, and he starts to wrestle up. Herb, that is horrendous. Like, they're not even big shots he's getting hit with, and he's starting to come back to his feet. Oh my God, bro. That is, like, that's terrible. That's one of the worst stoppages I've seen in a long time. That's actually one of the worst stoppages I've seen in a long, long time. That was fucking insane. Am I bugging? Am I fucking tweaking? That's one of the worst stoppages I've seen in a while. That is one of the worst stoppages I've seen in a while. Herb, like, that's almost fucking fireable. Like, that's how bad that stoppage was. I can't fucking believe that, bro. I cannot believe that. Oh, look. Love God, I actually didn't bet on him to win that fight. I thought I bet on him to win that fight. I did not. Shit, we'll take it. Jeremiah Smith already scored a touchdown too. I thought that fucked up my bet. That did not fuck up my bet. It did not put in the Reese McKee bet. Yeah, no, I genuinely think that's one of the worst options I've seen in a long time. That was really bad. Really, really bad. But they're showing a little fucking spicy chicken nugget ad. The things I do for some spicy chicken nuggets. Let's hop into some of the fucking UFC games. Let's hop into some of the fucking UFC trivia games. Fightal. Even though Fightal's kind of like a little bit fraudulent, there was someone that said they were making a game. Guess the picture black and white. Like, bro, these are fucking way too easy, bro. These are way too easy. Fucking, I forgot. Can you actually do this? There's no way that you're able to do this shit as well to actually see it. I would have got who it was before, but it is Juliana Pena. I was even putting in the fucking P. The fact that you can just drag it and see who it is insane. To be the best, you gotta be a crazy son of a bitch, and that's the truth. I feel like that's a Justin Gaethje quote. Not Justin Gaethje. Who said this? To be the best, you gotta be one crazy son of a bitch, and that's the truth. It's not Justin Gaethje. I actually have no idea who the fuck said this. GSP, maybe? I'm trying to think who would use, like, son of a bitch. Like, there's not that many UFC fighters that would use son of a bitch. Okay, fuck, we're gonna have to come back to that shit. Baby? Brandon Moreno? I think he's like, what, baby-faced killer? Baby Bucks. I would give KD 1 more year, but he has made the players too soft. What, Kalen DeBoer? Yeah, I think you probably do have to, because like you're comparing him to a prime Nick Saban, and that's your problem. Or at least I feel like that's people at Alabama's problem. We're like, bro, Nick Saban is a once in a lifetime coach. You can't just expect to get another one right after. Tough day for the Irish. The footy results don't help either, bro. Don't even fucking bring up the football, bro. Don't even bring up the fucking football. My first thought was Gaethje, but I know who it was. Who's it, like Poirier, Chandler? I love that they just take away the rest of my guesses. Like I can just go back and get more guesses. It's fucking dumb. But I can't do it over here. Baby Bucks. Huh? 3 books. Book. Smart. I have no idea who the fuck this is. DJ, maybe? DJ Smart, UFC fighter at 125. He's small. A Mexican called Baby that isn't Brandon Moreno. Huh? United on a downfall. Trust me, brother. United are absolutely finito. Mexican fighter that's... Like, Babyfaced Assassin is Brandon Moreno. That is his nickname. I don't know what the 3 books are. I'm trying to think of Mexican UFC fighters now. Raul Rosas Jr., that would kind of make sense. Maybe the 3 books are for a 3-lettered name? Okay. That's kind of dumb, but fuck. Yeah, Baby makes sense. Mexican makes sense. The Baby makes more sense now. Let's go Sean Brady. Male it is. Debut year. So we got 2019 as the debut year. Unk MMA played this yesterday. That's why I know. Unk MMA stealing my bag. Tom Aspinall in the crowd. Shout out fucking Tom Aspinall. He must be getting booed a ton by the fucking crowd, bro. Tom Aspinall is not somebody that I think would do well with the boos. Now they're showing Cyril Gane. I presume that Cyril Gane's getting an appropriate reception. I think Tom Aspinall is someone that if he was getting booed, it would actually fucking affect him quite a bit. They're showing the UFC 320 pay-per-view. Josh Emmett, Yusuf Zalal, Abus Magomedov, Joe Pyfer, Yuri Praska, Khalil Ranch Jr. Like, bro, that's stacked. That is a stacked pay-per-view. And all of those fights are pretty close. Yeah, I actually think that's going to be really, really good, that card. I actually think that's going to be a really, really, really good card. Okay, so not Sean Brady. Who else do we go with? Sean Brady, debut year 2019. It could be Sean O'Malley. No, it's not US. Let's go Brazilian debut year 2019. I think CAIO debuted right around then. 1993. Okay, so we actually have a fuck ton from this. CAIO debuted in 2022. I did not realize that. So 18 fights, 17 wins. So 17-1. Debuted in 2019. 17-1 is fucking ridiculously pretty old. Like 34 years old. Merab has 2 losses, I think. It already feels ages since we've had a pay-per-view and we have another 4 weeks. Trust me, Charmaine, bro. Trust me, Charmaine. If the NFL wasn't here, like, I think that's why they did it, because Dana White just realizes, like, okay, I just can't compete with the NFL. But I hate the fact that he's done it this way, where he has, like, he's essentially treating Crawford Canelo as a pay-per-view for the UFC, and it's just not that. Like, it's just never going to be that. Although I do think that the fight is interesting, that's one fight that I'm interested in. Usually UFC pay-per-views have 7 or 8 fights that I'm interested in. Let's try Islam Makhachev. Islam's 26-1. Holy fuck, I did not realize I didn't realize he's been in the UFC for 10 years or that he was 26-1. Not even being able to get the... Joshua Van debuted after 2019. Pantoja's got more than 1 loss. Sean O'Malley's... So it's not a Russian, not a Brazilian, not from the US. UK, Paddy Pimblett. Paddy Pimblett has 1 loss, I think. Debut year 2019 kind of makes sense. He's a lightweight, though, so it's not Paddy Pimblett. 17-1. 17-1 means, like, you're one of those guys. Ian Gary. Hold on. Could be Ian Gary. No. Yeah, I forgot Ian Gary's fucking super young. He's also a welterweight. I'm fucking stupid. it's probably a heavyweight, right? Aspinall. I think Aspinall's what? Aspinall's definitely younger than 1992. 1992 means that they're like 34 years old. Alex Pereira's less than that. Alex Pereira's also Brazilian. Like, not from Russia, Brazil, or the US. Paddy Pimblett could be good in welterweight. He could actually be a good welterweight. See, he's not a huge 55er, though. The fact that I haven't been able to get the division is a problem. Tatsuro Taira's young. Like a 34-year-old. Like, they have to be heavyweight or light heavyweight with one loss. Cyril Gans lost to Ngannou and John Jones. Pavlovich has multiple losses. Who the fuck could this be? 185? Is there an 85er? Is Khamzat old? Khamzat would be Russia, though? Or would he be Dagestan? He's also a middleweight, so it's not Khamzat. So they either have to be... It's either a 205er, a heavyweight, a 145er, Volk no, Ilia no, Diego Lopez, Jan Silva, are any of those guys old? I feel like all those guys are pretty young. Jan Silva's definitely young. Diego Lopez is definitely young. Movsar Evlev? I don't know what age he is. Could it be Zahabi? Ayman Zahabi? He's not even fucking in here. Bro, I'm fucking mind-blowing. I'm truly mind-blown. Okay, I've just got to try to get a division. I've just truly got to try to get a division. Let's try Umar. No, Umar's Russian, so let's not do that. What's the next big nation? Probably the UK. I'm looking for a 130. Let's go Aspinall. Fuck it. Let's go Aspinall. Just to see if it's heavyweight. He was in 1993. Not heavyweight. Like, bro, I have pretty much fucking... Okay, wait, from England. Wait, hold on. What the fuck? 17-1, debut in 2019 from England. That's at either 205, 125, or 35. Is Mikhaev? No, Mikhaev's older than that. Or younger than that. Unless this is saying downwards. Does downwards mean 1990 or does downwards mean... Yeah, downwards must mean that they're older than that, right? Yeah, it must be. Because it would be up, yeah, okay. Bro, who the fuck is old at 125, 135, or 145? English, Lerone. Lerone, I think, is old. Yeah. Lerone Murphy. That one was kind of valid, low-key. That one was kind of valid. Who's the quote by? I don't know who this quote's by. I've got everyone but the quote. Nate Diaz? Nick Diaz, I guess? No. Connor? I'm just going to start firing guesses. Connor? Colby? I've tried Gaethje. I feel like a fucking bunch of people have said this. John, maybe? John Jones? No, wait, John Jones is not in here. Strickland, it could be. How is Strickland not in here? Topuria could be. Bro, who the fuck said this shit? Like, I'm just never going to get this. I'm just going to be sat here. Okay, let's fucking Google this, because I'm just never going to get this. I could just sit there putting, like, hundreds of names. BJ Penn. That kind of makes sense, but BJ Penn wasn't, like, even in my fucking top 100. Like, I was nowhere near BJ Penn. I don't remember that being, like, a famous quote at all. Does anybody else remember that being, like, some sort of a famous quote? I legit have zero... Fucking hell. I have zero recollection. Jesus Christ. I have zero recollection of BJ Penn ever saying that. Hold on. Ireland got one back. Ireland down 2-1. Evan Ferguson. And Ireland have had majority of the possession. Because Hungary only have 10 men now. Hold on. Let Ireland fucking cook, man. Ireland might come back here. All we need is one more. What's good, Ira? How are you, G? I'm tempted to fucking put that game up on a side monitor really quick so I can watch it. Let's pull it up over here. Presume it's on RT. How do you boys think that this fight's gonna go? How do you boys think that this fight's gonna go? I think probably Borralho gets it done. Borralho gets it done via finish, I'm gonna say. I'm going to say Borralho finishes him. Borralho also has my heart because Borralho is one of the best like body punchers inside all of mixed martial arts. Like the body shots that he puts together are nasty. He's actually a nasty, nasty guy when it comes to body shots. And that's like the quickest way for me to love a UFC fighter is if they have really, really, really good body shots. That's not a known quote. Yeah, I thought that shit, bro. I thought that shit. I was like, it doesn't seem like anything BJ Penn said. What's good, triple threat? And we have begun. Borralho right away throws 1-2 to the body. Showcasing my ball knowledge. Nice 1-2 by Borralho. I need Ireland to fucking do well in this game too. Like if Ireland even got a draw out of this game, that would be huge. Especially being 2-0 down. Big for the fucking morale. See Borralho all the time looking for that. Look, oh, Borralho hurt him bad. He hurt him bad earlier. He hurt him again. I said via finish. Ground and pound. He's not gonna get it. He might still. He's stuck in his close guard. Borralho, don't get submitted here. Don't get triangle doing something stupid here. He gets back to his feet. Borralho's still on the hunt, bro. I'm telling you, Borralho's serious. Oh, he's going to put him out here. He's going to put him out nasty in a second. I can feel it, bro. I can feel it that he's going to put him out nasty in a second. To be fair, he's still staying in there. He's still staying strong. You don't want Borralho to fucking gas himself here. He feels like he's recomposed. I don't know how, because he looked like he was fucking dead a second ago. Might just have one of the best chins in fucking UFC history. Oof. Nice uppercut into a beautiful left hook. Another shot after that, bro. Borralho's boxing looks so crisp. He's fucking swinging, though. Jesus Christ. Fuck, Ireland nearly scored. Fuck, man. Ireland are on the hunt, man. Ireland are fully on the hunt here. Okay, back to Borralho. Ball! Borralho, 25 significant strikes, 3 minutes left in the first. He's averaging like fucking 12 and a half significant strikes a minute. Yeah, bro, thank fucking God Herb's not reffing, bro. Well, not good for me, but good for you. Like, there's fucking... Herb would have stopped that fight immediately. That still pisses me off, bro, that Herb stoppage. That was fucking insane. Wait, is everybody ahead of me? Bro, this keeps happening. Everybody's fucking ahead of me. Let me go over here. Prelims UFC. That's like 20 seconds ahead. It's like another maybe 5 seconds ahead. Give me one that's like way ahead. Back to the fucking wrestling game. Borralho gets taken down. I did save myself like 15, 16 seconds there, which is pretty good. 1-5-0 bang. New timer set there, by the way, boys. Oh shit, Borralho got knocked down. I didn't even see that. Bro, that was like that fucking UFC meme where you fucking reload it and you missed the KO. I just saw him getting taken down. I didn't see him get knocked down. Bro, I did think that was going to happen. Like, he was swinging, bro. I was afraid he was going to gas himself. Darce attempts here. North-south choke attempts here. Or at least possible. Borralho's grappling is definitely not his strong suit. So we've got to see what he can do from here. If you're Borralho, you at least have to come away with the round. You at least have to come away winning this round. Get back to your feet. Kimura attempts maybe here for Jones. He's looking for it. He's trying to get it. Oh, he's going to get that. Unless Borralho can just fucking firm it. He's trying to straighten his arm. He's actually doing a really, really good job of defending it. God, he's fucking strong. To be able to just, like, firm yourself out of a Kimura like that is crazy. 45 left inside round one. Borralho just literally, like, content to sit on his back here. If I was him, I'd try at least regain my guard or something. Bro, you forget how many good people are on that fucking Hungary team. Milos Kirkes, Dominic Sabozlai. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Blazioki's kind of gotten dominated in the second half of this round. Blazioki's definitely coming out of this losing the round now. Which absolutely stinks for him, but 10 seconds left in the first. If you're Borralho now, you're just trying to survive. Just trying to get to Crucifix. Did get there for a second, but gave it up. You're 8-2 on the card. Damn, that's pretty fucking... You're pretty hot. Ireland have a free kick. Edge of the box. Literally fucking like perfectly where you want for a free kick. Oh, it's a great save from the keeper. It's a fucking great save, man. This fucking random keeper. Fuck, it was a beauty. No, it's actually probably going wide. Bro, I don't understand how that round flipped so quickly. I didn't see the second knockdown, so I only saw Borralho. Then I swapped, and Borralho was fucking, like, dead. I just saw him on the ground. I was very surprised that Borralho was getting dominated there when I swapped back there. That was a tough one to see. Bro, this fucking thing is too... There we go. Now I can actually see it properly. You can check in the Discord. I had an old version of the card, so I missed out on some of the fights. Bro, how many fight cancellations have we seen recently? I feel like we're constantly seeing fights get cancelled over and over and over again. The Welsh comeback. Saw Frank Ocean's IG like 2 days ago, and he was with Peyton Talbot looking too zesty, bro. Peyton Talbot is pretty much all but confirmed that the guy's gay. He's pretty much all but confirmed that the guy's gay. I forgot to put my card predictions in that predictions tab of the Discord. I gotta fucking remember to do that shit. I think Oki still did the most damage in the first half of the round, not to just always follow that criteria. Yeah, I think because of that control time, he's gonna, like, there's no way that Borralho wins that round. Just because, like, he was in side control, he had him mounted, he had him pretty much fucking everywhere that you'd want him to be. Borralho on the feet, still dangerous, though. Still dangerous. The problem is, I think he could have fucking gassed himself. Like, he was swinging. And Mason Jones, fair play to him, he has a fucking great chin. That, like, jab and that 1-2 game, you're never going to win against Borralho, though. You're just not going to win it. The stream don't like Talbot after that 5-for-5 massacre, bro. That was crazy. It's happened the last 2 5-for-5s. The last 2 5-for-5s, we've had legitimately nobody in after the first fight. After the first fight, both times we had nobody in. Look at Hungary just trying to fucking run the clock out. These guys are pussies, man. Is there any Hungarian UFC fighter? No, I don't think so. We're beating the shit out of Hungary. Who is Heidi Androl? I swear I've never seen that name before as a commentator. Oh, damn. Big spinning elbow by Mason Jones. That one tagged Oki bad. Now Oki shoots in trying to get a double leg. He should actually be able to finish that if his technique's good. No, he got thrown away. Now Mason Jones is in on a single leg trying to finish it. They get back to an over-under situation in the clinch. 3 minutes left. Bro, this has been fucking action-packed. Oh, big fucking throw by Mason Jones. Mason Jones ends up in side control. Mason Jones is looking really, really good this fight. Mason Jones looks really, really good in this fight. It's fucking Joshua Van's fault, bro. Joshua Van killed us too. Mason Jones 2-2 on takedowns, and when he has taken him down, he's just been able to fucking hold him down. Going back and forth. Ireland on the break. Give it to someone. One more. Like, Ireland's only fucking tactic in football is just long ball. Long ball, get the ball into the box. That's a fucking horrendous cross, Jesus. Shamil the Goat Gaziev will beat Harry by buggy choke. I wouldn't be able to survive in his buggy choke that fucking long. He could smother me, man. Like, Jesus Christ. Shamil is a big, big boy. Best main card fight so far, no doubt. This fight could get stopped, honestly. Same way that Borralho could have stopped him here. You can't just take elbows. You cannot just take elbows over and over again. Yeah, this is getting kind of fucking brutal. Borralho just in mount eating elbows right now. To be fair, Borralho's doing a good job of slipping a lot of them too. Needs to do what he just did there though, and get a grasp on him somewhere. Referee's thinking about stopping it. Referee stops it. Mason Jones with the fucking huge comeback win. That's a hell of a performance from Mason Jones. Honestly, he's gonna earn a fucking fan out of me. He's about to get KO'd. I swap back, look over, all the boys tell me I'm behind. I fucking refresh, and Mason Jones comes back and wins it. Lose my bet, though, which is kind of tough. Fuck you, Mason Jones. Decade in flow. Still got a decade to go. Needed Mark Goddard for my bet there, bro. I needed fucking Herb Jones. Like, Jesus. If Herbie was there, no way that fight was lasting. Because Herb is not someone that usually has, like... Does Herb usually have terrible stoppages? I can't remember. Was Herb the one that everyone complained about for that Adesanya, Alex Pereira 1 fight? Was that Herb doing that fight? I feel like that was Mark Goddard doing that fight. I feel like Mark Goddard is usually the guy that's always, like... That usually always gets called for early stoppages. That was a fucking hell of a comeback. Now we are into the more big-time fights of the card, though. We just have co-main and main, right? Am I bugging? Do we just have co-main and main? We had William Gomis. Yeah, we had William Gomis. Then we had Reese McKee. Then we have this fight. Yeah, so we have co-main and main event. Oh, no, there's 6 fights on fight nights, isn't there? There's 6 fights on fight night main cards. What's the next fight? Ireland, 4 minutes left. Come on. Somebody be a hero. Somebody fucking make a play. That's got to be a free. That's got to be a free. Yeah, he's giving it. Give me yellow for that too. Bro, I need to see Ireland in a fucking World Cup. How am I getting an ad? Oh, okay. I don't know what the fuck this is. I thought that my ESPN Plus literally just gave me an ad. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The same thing, Fluffy, bro. I was thinking Herb usually has really, really late stoppages. Yeah, Paul Craig is next. That fight's kind of weird to be where it is. Modestas Bukaskis against Paul Craig. I think that fight's probably going to end early, though. Or at least I hope it ends early. And then we have Mauricio Rufy, and then we have CAIO Braya. I think that CAIO Braya and Nasrin Imavov fight, I'm almost 100% sure that fight's going to decision. Like, I just don't see either one. Oh, Kapol! Oh, my fucking God, bro. Like, Ireland just cannot take a chance, bro. Evan Ferguson, back post. You've got to get that fucking on target, man. I'm going to go purchase a new cart between fights. Is weed legal in Ireland? Weed is not legal in Ireland. Ireland's probably going to be one of the last fucking countries to make weed legal. As soon as the UK does it, to be fair, Ireland will probably do it. But Ireland just kind of like half dick ride the UK, half dick ride the US, based on like what laws they do. I'm hoping that they do it soon. I don't really do that shit, but I know a lot of people that do. And it'll probably be a lot cheaper. I think Imavov is levels above, bro. Slumped Izzy on the feet. Yeah, but that's a washed Izzy. That's like saying fucking Uriah Hall slumped Anderson Silva on the feet. Like that's not the Izzy that you're thinking of. Look at this guy, man. Bro, these fucking Hungarians, man. This Hungarian football team is doing anything they can to fucking milk 15 seconds. Bro, that guy's about 40, man. Tell him to get the fuck up. I appreciate the 5, though, Niffy, brother. I appreciate the 5. I can't remember if I said it or not. Get a fucking W Niffy spam for the kid. Should UFC go to Dublin for next year? I'd be happy. I'd be happy as fuck if the UFC went to Dublin next year. He wasn't as washed as Silva, that's true, but like he still was washed. Like it was still by no means a good Israel Adesanya. And see, the thing is, Izzy relied so much on his reactions that like you could tell pretty quickly that he was not going to age well. Oh my God. They're putting in fucking balls, man. It's not cheaper. It's legal for medicinal purposes, but here, but way cheaper to get street weed. I did not know that. See, but it's probably like, is the shit from clinics and stuff better quality? That's what everyone says in the US, that it's better quality shit. Yeah, no, but it's not even medicinal over here. I don't think so. I appreciate you, Niffy, brother. I appreciate you. Was good to see Rizzle. How's the Rizzler doing on this fine Saturday afternoon? Bro, there's fucking only added time left in this Ireland game. I need Ireland to fucking get one back here. Ireland getting a result here would be huge. Ireland getting a fucking result here would be huge. He would beat CAIO right now. This is a step down for Imavov. No, Izzy... No, I don't think Izzy beats CAIO right now. Especially with all the damage Izzy has, bro. Like, Izzy has a fuck ton of damage. 6 minutes of added time in this Ireland game. Bro, how long has Mason Jones been on the fucking mic for? Jesus Christ. They've just given him a fucking 5-minute interview. It's insane. Watching the last 3 fights, bro. The last 3 fights have been good. The last 3 fights have been really, really... Oh, well, actually, no. The last fight was good. The fight before that was one of the worst stoppages I've ever seen in all of human history. Like, I legit think that that's up there with one of the worst stoppages. Like, it's not quite at that S-tier level of bad stoppages. It's not at, like, Askren against Robbie Lawler, but it's not. It's close. Yeah, I did hear, I saw Pat McAfee talk about that. That over in Australia, it's just not great. Get up there, Fur. Get up there. Get up there, win that. Oh. Second ball leader. Bro, I need to see Ireland get to the World Cup. I need to see Ireland get to the World Cup in the US. I'd love to go. Imagine Ireland get to the World Cup in the US. The kid just heads over there. UFC event and fucking... Oh my God, he got beat on the break. He took a shit ton of damage in his kickboxing career too. Yeah, bro. Like, the guy was fighting every fucking 2 weeks in China, bro. Like, there's no way that Izzy's chin was not going to be fucked by the time he's... What is he, 36 right now? And he fought so often too. Like, Izzy's downfall was... Pretty much anybody could see that Izzy was going to have a crazy downfall. Swing a ball in. That's fucking terrible. Bro, Ireland are so uncreative in how they play football. Like, Jesus Christ. It's just all long ball into the box. There we go. There we go. Work a chance. Good ball. Yes, 2-all. Come on, son. Come on, Adamita. 2-all. Let's fucking go. Come on, boys. Down from 2-0. Down from 2-0. 2-all. Let's fucking go. That's a fucking big result. What a fucking finish, man. Come on. Adam fucking Ida. That's my guy. Former Norwich player, too. Former Norwich, now there for Ireland. What a fucking header that is. 2-all. We're making it to the World Cup. We're making it to the World Cup, man. Holy fuck. What a fucking header that is. Come on, boys. Like a salmon. Like a salmon he rose. Needed that. Needed that. Last time the World Cup was in the US, Ireland made it through the round of 16. Bro, Ireland were really, really good at football in like the 1990s. Before I was born, Ireland made it to like a World Cup semi-final. Like, Ireland were actually really, really good at football. And now they've fallen off completely. Look at Hungary going long ball. Let's go get a fucking winner now. Let's go get a winner now. A winner would be huge. Let's not fucking sit back here. They have 10 men. Let's get a winner. Okay, brother, what the fuck is that? He just launched the ball 50 yards deep. What the fuck? Lopez versus Silva is going to be such a banger, bro. This shit could end at any time. Lopez against Silva is like a fucking brain rot fight. Like the under for that shit must legit be like 1 minute, 1.5 minutes. Against Hungary, too, is a good result. Hungary are not a terrible side. The other team that's in Ireland's group, it's Portugal, who we're probably going to lose to. Portugal are legit. But it's Portugal, Ireland, Hungary, and Armenia. Armenia we should beat. Let's go get a winner. Let's go get a winner. 2 minutes to get a winner. We got a karate guy, bro. Karate guys just don't exist inside the UFC anymore. Like, karate guys legitimately don't exist inside the UFC anymore. Bro, they're showing so many. Like, bro, Dana White has to be getting a good percentage of this Terence Crawford against Canelo fight. Because he shows a promo for it every 2 fucking seconds. Yeah, bro, it's legit like the autism fight of the year. 1.5 minutes. Ireland on the attack again. Come on. Ball into the box. tries to get up for it. I thought that was an elbow to the head, to be honest. That's our ball. That's our ball. Yeah, well done. Another ball into the box. Let's test him. Get up. Fuck. 1 minute left. No good ball. Oh my God, it's gone wide. God, he nearly fucking finished that. That went top corner, bro. An Ireland 92nd and 96th minute goal would have hit like absolute crack. They're showing Nasruddin Imavov and Borralho getting their hands wrapped currently. Damn, just put it wide. Just put it wide. I wish I could fucking watch UFC fights. I saw the NFL yesterday for the Chiefs and the Chargers game. They let I think it was like 4 YouTubers watch along with it with the actual game there. One of them was Tom Grossi, who actually makes videos about the NFL, makes pretty good videos. One was Speed, and then there was like 3 Brazilian guys and 1 girl or something. But I'd love if you were able to do that for actual sport. Like even for it's why I wanted the UFC to go to Netflix, because maybe, or YouTube. YouTube would be even better if the UFC went to YouTube. Like you could have a deal where I could just be like up in a little corner and you could watch the UFC fights down there. All this time when you were saying Ireland, I thought you were saying Ireland or some other name. It's because I pronounce what normal people would say or, I say R. So I'll say like A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, L, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, Q, R, S, T, U, V. Whereas people will go Q, or. See, but they don't go Orland. They go Ireland. Get up. Oh, it's gone wide. It's probably game over. At 2-2, it's not a terrible result. At 2-2, it's not a terrible result. I'll take that. Yeah, 2-2. Game's over. Bro, can the UFC fucking show these fights? Like, we're not behind schedule here. I don't know why we're just not seeing any fights. This is one of the things that pisses me off by far the most about the fact that the fights are on ESPN or ESPN Plus or whatever, is that they obviously have to have a certain amount of runtime that they go through. And if they don't get that, they just... Bro, now I'm getting hit with 4 minutes of ads. What the fuck is this? What stream is this where I'm getting hit with 4 minutes of ads? This is, like, disgusting. CAIO could submit Imavov, but Imavov has decent takedown defense. Another fucking commercial break for ESPN. These guys are fucking frauds, man. These guys are fully frauds. I can't wait for Paramount. I cannot wait for Paramount. Hopefully Paramount just let them like run through all of the fights that they need to. I want to see who's fighting in Dana White Contender Series this week. Let's take a look at this week. What's this week going to be? Should be 5 more. Okay, so the 9th of September, yeah. Let's see. Who are the fights for Dana White's Contender Series this week? We have Bufia against Santana, Ilian Bufia against Nemejas Santana. Let me fucking click through to this. I don't know why. I was trying to read that as like it wasn't fucking all blurry. Huh? Oh no, that's okay. I was looking at that like fucking. They took the guy from the UFC, Chiamev, and fucking threw him back in the Contender Series. That would have been crazy. Five fighters ready to break out on episode 5. Okay. I just want to see who's fighting. Bro, all of these websites are so annoying. Like, you have to click in, and as soon as you click in, they immediately want you to fucking sell your soul just to look at the fights. 4-0 up against 5-1 is insane. Like, that's what heavyweights come to. I suppose they are all round 1 KOs, but I'd rather him have fucking decisions, bro. I'd rather him have decisions. Like, all of these KO artists that come to the UFC early. I've been good, Aura. How have you been? At least this guy's... See, I don't even know if I won... Like, I don't even know if a loss is better. Like, this guy has 6 professional fights. And he's already getting a shot to come into the UFC. This guy's 3-0. Like, bro, this is the biggest problem with Dana White's Contender Series. If you get 3 KOs early on the professional scene, you almost guaranteed... Like, I've got to see this guy's typology, bro. You almost guaranteed will get a shot super early. I just don't understand it. Like this guy doesn't even have a crazy amateur career. He has 3 professional fights. 3 professional fights, and he's fighting on Dana White's Contender Series. This guy looks like a freak. Holy shit. This is who we need, bro. 24 years old. He looks fucking ripped. Holy shit, that's a lot of cancelled fights. He had 2 people pull out for this. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense as to why it's... They both withdrew too. This guy might be a fucking guy. Can actually wrestle too. Has KOs and submissions. Hold on, watch out for fucking Felipe Franco. After we saw the first and second round of DDP Khamzat, we knew how that fight was going to happen. So I'm kind of low-key more interested for Imavov versus CAIO. Yeah, like, I was super interested in DDP against Khamzat Chimaev, but, like, DDP just performed terribly. Like, DDP performed about as badly as you're going to see DDP perform in his entire career. I think, at least. I'm super excited for that Oklahoma-Michigan game later on. That should be super fun to watch. Like, I've got to see what these heavyweights have done, man. Show me this name. Antoni Garaska. The Daywalker. The Daywalker is kind of a fucking cold name. Like, this guy is walking into the UFC and getting slumped. I have seen this 1,000 times before. Who do I think the main and co-main are going to be for UFC 323 and 324? 323 is when? I'm guessing that's the November and the December card. No, 323 is December. 324 is going to be sometime in January. I would guess this is going to be JDM Islam. No, JDM Islam's confirmed, isn't it? JDM Islam is when? That's locked in for what, 322? Bro, can they just give me a fucking answer on when this fight is? Yeah, 322. So I'd guess 323, I have no idea, to be honest. I think Ilia's probably going to fight in January, maybe. Who the fuck else do they get? I have no idea who they could get. Who fought? Maybe they do a BMF fight or something in December. That December card is usually kind of weak. Maybe that December card is Nunes against Kayla Harrison. Nunes against Kayla Harrison is it, really, that I could think of. Like, 170 is booked. Khamzat's not going to fight again soon. 205 is booked. Heavyweight's booked. 125 is not booked. 35 is booked. 45, Volkanovski. Yeah, it's probably going to be... Yeah, Volk isn't booked. Yeah, so it's probably going to be Volkanovski in that card. Maybe it's Volk as a co-main. Probably Volk as a main event. Amanda Nunes as a co-main. But that January card, who fucking knows, bro? Like, that January card could legitimately be anybody. But in the DDP and Khamzat fight, we all knew that however round 2 went was how the rest... Oh, I already read that shit. Pantoja, Volk. I think that Pantoja is... Like, Pantoja's gonna... He's gonna fight soon, but is he a main event? Like, I like Pantoja against Joshua Van, but if Merab's not a main event, I don't think Pantoja can be. Four minutes 30 left inside round 1. I need Paul Craig to come out here firing. I want Paul Craig to come out here and show us that he's that guy. At 205, I just don't love Paul Craig at 205. I think Paul Craig could actually be decent at 85. At 205 is crazy, though. At 205 is crazy. He's just not that good at 205. Volkanovski main, Pantoja co-main. I wouldn't hate that. But then where'd you put Kayla Harrison and fucking Amanda Nunes? Are they by themselves on the January card? Paul Craig already getting fucking blitzed by Modestas Bukauskas. I can already see a fucking flying armbar here from Paul Craig. He gets that overhook. He just, like, leaps into something. I think he's going to try jump into close guard here. At BK, have it your way. You rule. They're getting a fight night, bro. That would be so disrespectful. For Amanda Nunes to come out of retirement to get a fight night, that would be insane. That would legit be insane. I knew that the over for 1.5 was going to hit on this fight. I knew for sure the over for 1.5 was going to hit on this fight. I was almost 100% sure of that shit. I need to check how my bets are doing. 2 minutes, like, we're almost halfway through round 1 and nothing has happened. Legit, nothing has happened. Bro, that next UFC pay-per-view being 4 weeks away is crazy. That shit is kind of insane. South Florida against Florida. Florida are only up 3-0. That's what you love to see. That's what you love to see. Who has the ball? South Florida have the ball too. I'm telling you, that South Florida team's dangerous. That South Florida team's legit. I think they might have just lost the ball. I need to see, like, Paul Craig, man. Come out here and fucking... I want to see something special from you, because all you're really doing for the UFC is entertainment. If you're not entertaining, you're not anything. And this fight so far has not been entertaining. Hold on, gets him up against the cage. Now we're fucking moving at 100 miles an hour all of a sudden. 2 minutes left on round. Everybody's just noticed that they need to actually do something. Paul Craig in the clinch. They're in an over-under position. Nice knee to the body by Paul Craig. Nice. Paul Craig trying to hook that leg, trying to take him down. Trying to get a nice little trip. What the fuck's that guy waving in the background? Oh, he's trying to fan himself. What's good, Heisenberg? How are you, G? Amanda and Harrison on Fight Night? I don't think so. She hasn't come back for Fight Night yet. That's the exact same shit that I think. I just think that there's no way that she's coming back for a Fight Night. Paul Craig is kind of fucking ragdolling him here. 205 is surprising. I'm surprised either of these guys are fighting at 205, to be honest. Like, both of these guys look like they're 185ers. Paul Craig does not look big enough to be a 185er, and Modestas Bukauskas definitely does not look big enough to be a 185er. I'm doing good, Heisenberg G. I'm doing good. I'm hoping that we're seeing some finishes in these fights. Like, bro, this keeps happening where I won't stream the prelims, and then I'll go and stream the main event, and then I'll go and stream the main card. And the prelims are always sick. The main card is fucking dog shit. 3rd and 2 for USF. Make a fucking play here, boys. What are they? 4th and 1. Go for it. Go for it. 36 seconds left inside the first round. It's been a pretty, like, for a fight that was meant to have a crazy finish, this has not had that. Paul Craig does try to jump close guard in the end. Ends up with Modestas Bukauskas beating the shit out of him. Heavy ground and pound here. Paul Craig, like, pinned up against the fence. Goddard's not going to jump in and try to stop it here. Paul Craig gets to, like, a butterfly hook situation, trying to off-balance him off him. 10 seconds left. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like they were going to see a finish in this first round. Oh, damn, bro. Paul Craig's out. Paul Craig's out. Paul Craig got hit with that last punch, 2 seconds left, and he was fully out. The round stopped. Mark Goddard does not stop the fight, and then 2 minutes, like literally 5 seconds later, I just see Paul Craig slumped on the canvas, and then he calls it. Holy shit! It was one of the weirdest stoppages I've ever seen. 2 seconds left. He's out. Holy fuck. Like, Paul Craig is still out. He's still done. He's still lying down. All that shit that I talked about this fight not having a first round finish, bro. That fight gets done in the first. Modestas Bukauskas at 205 looks kind of legit, low-key. Pulling guard is not working MMA. Bro, that was like the one parting shot that he hit him with. Like, Paul Craig was essentially just pull guard on his back, gets hit with one shot. Modestas Bukauskas gets up after to, like, go back to his corner, and you see Paul Craig just sat there like this, and he just doesn't respond for like 5 seconds, and then Mark Goddard calls it. There's a video review in the South Florida game that I'm kind of hoping. No, they still called it a first dub. You missed it, bro. This card has had so much fucking weird random shit happen. Like, I've never seen a card have so much just, like, controversial weird shit happen in one card. So Paul Craig tries to jump guard, ends up getting hit with like 20 shots on the bottom. None of those shots really seem to do damage, though. Tries to throw up an armbar. And then it's this last shot with 2 seconds left. It's an elbow, actually, that hits him clean. Side of the head. I just see blood start to come out. And Paul Craig is just fully asleep. Like, he's fully out. As soon as he gets hit with the shot, his head kind of dips to the side. And to be fair, it is like a weird one for him to call. Bukauskas gets up, and Paul Craig is just fully asleep. Like, he's fully done, and Mark Goddard calls it. Wow. Bro, this card has had fucking everything on it. This card has legit had a bit of everything on it. He literally just stayed there. He's still not, like, he's not even in there for the decision. Are they going to bring him back for the decision? Yeah, he is. Damn, bro, my shit, all of my bets ain't hitting. All of my bets ain't hitting now. Imagine you bet on a first round KO and that's how you won it. That would have been fucking sick. I'm going to try to do some normal connections after this, but then we do have the two big fights coming up. We have Mauricio Rufy going up against Benoit Saint Denis, which should be a sick fight, and then we also have the main event, which is CAIO Borralho against Nasruddin Imavov. At BK, bro, that fucking theme song is stuck in my head again. That theme song was stuck in my head. If you've been in the watch parties for a while, that theme song has been stuck in my head for I do not know how long. That at BK, have it your way, you rule. The cheesy ass fucking song. I'm telling you, Benoit Saint Denis is getting KO'd. I don't think so. I think Benoit Saint Denis gets it done. I've Benoit Saint Denis against Mauricio Rufy, and then I've CAIO Borralho going up against Nasruddin Imavov. That is a throwback. Heisenberg knows, bro. That is a fucking throwback. My cash out's looking pretty good for the fucking South Florida game. Okay, let's go normal connections. Let's see what bullshit that they're throwing at me today. Also, kind of I'm gonna start using the Harry 101 bite size channel, not for like little 4-minute videos. It might be used for that too, but I want to start doing like quizzes and shit again. Bro, that shit got stuck in my head so fast. It was like crack or something in that, bro, in that little theme song. Divine Rap Blue White. What the fuck? I didn't even know that was a word. Split, Cole, Reed, Choral, Forecast, Shade, Jazz. So jazz, rap for sure. Are any of these music types? Is choral a music type? Spectre, broke, burst. Split, broke, divine, burst. One away. I think it's divine. Split, burst, broke. Blue. Blue is kind of like burst. Forecast, shade, jazz, spirit, Americana. Okay, bang. Ruptured. Then we have divine. Choral? Okay, rap, jazz, Americana, Spectre, spirit music? No. Divine should be in the same thing as spirit. Choral's not a type of music, right? Hot take, Imavov's stand-up is more limited than CAIO stand-up. I don't rate Imavov's stand-up that high. I truly do think that it was Israel Adesanya Big Bad. Craig is retiring. Paul Craig, that doesn't surprise me. It's probably his time. Craig's got the gloves off, and in his hand, yeah. Like, I appreciate Paul Craig. He gave some great performances, gave us some great moments inside the UFC, and I think, like, he's someone that deserves a good send-off. But, like, it was time for Paul Craig. I didn't want to see Paul Craig take any more damage, to be honest with you. I'm surprised that they didn't really prepare something for him, though. Divine Call, Read, Forecast, Shade, Spirit. Spirit music is a type of music, though. One away. Fuck. Is Shade music? Call music? Divine music? Forecast music? Spirit, Spectre. Spectre music? White music? Retiring like that is depressing. Yeah, it's kind of sad that that's how most UFC fighters go out. Like, most UFC fighters go out in that kind of a loss, where it's like you're getting KO'd, you're getting the shit beat out of you, which is just, like, really not what you want to see. Imavov is going to kill him. I don't think it's going to be that one-sided. Choral, maybe? I tried choral. Did I not just try choral? Like jazz, rap, Americana. Let me try get something else, maybe. Cole, Reed. Bro, some of these are just like, what the fuck? Divine Spirit. Like, I have no idea what white means. Yeah, I think I tried that. To be honest, I've got no idea. Divine Spirit, Forecast. Cole? One away. Divine Spirit, Forecast. I think Cole's probably the one that's not there. But, like, I just don't know what this... Okay, I'm fucking Googling what this shit means. What the fuck does white mean? A person of a specific kind. Oh, it's got to be this. This, and then, I don't know. Is there somebody here that's like... That's got to be it, right? No. Like, bro, this is bullshit. I'm going to be honest, bro. This is bullshit. It was coral. I thought I fucking tried coral. Coal read forecast spectre. That was pretty close. I had coal. Yeah, fuck, man. Bro, those are always kind of bullshit, though. Like, those are always low-key bullshit. Let's go through. Fuck it. We might as well hit all of them. Go back to Wordle. Wordle's the OG. I'm pretty sure Wordle's the first one that I played before anything else. Hold on, we're fucking hitting early. So we have ELU. We know that L is somewhere in the middle. It probably goes something like W. It goes something ULER. Ruler. Ruler. It could easily be ruler. The E's in the wrong spot. Okay, so something that ends in E. Culty. Coley, Colney, Bolney, Bolty. Could O be involved? I feel like O being involved would be kind of... Also try hoop grids. I did do the final for today. See, hoop grids, I don't know if my ball knowledge extends that long to go to hoop grids there. I could try hoop grids. I tried the NFL one, I think it was like a month ago, bro. That Paris crowd, the boys are getting fucking pretty lit in that Paris crowd. Euler? No way that's a fucking word. No way Euler is a word. Fault? I feel like that's a word. Faults? Pulse? No, P's gone. And S is gone. Fuck. It's clear that my mind just goes to like one place with these things. B-U... It could be this. It could easily be this. Like, let the kid cook with fucking bulge, bro. Let the kid cook with fucking bulge. Fuck it. We'll hop into hoop grids too. I don't give a fuck what we're doing at this point. Euler is a word? Actually, is there a football hoop grids? If there's a football hoop grids, oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're cooking on this. We're cooking on this shit. Football hoop. You haven't hit me with women's leagues. This is insane. What? No, hold on a minute. That was one of the most insane things I've ever seen. They meet with oceanic players in women's leagues. It was like they just threw me in on fucking expert difficulty. What the fuck was that? That was disgusting. Real Madrid, Napoli, I'm going Gonzalo Higuain. Could have gone Angel Di Maria. Damn, 57%. France, I'm going to go Mendy. Ferland Mendy. 10%. I could have got lower than 10%. Bundesliga Real Madrid player. Bundesliga Real Madrid player. There's a ton of them. There's obviously like Toni Kroos. But I'm trying to think of someone that's like a deep pull that not a lot of people will get. Who's a deep pull? Rudiger must have been in the Bundesliga at some point. I'm going to try it. I feel like that. Got it. 4%. Valencia Bundesliga player. Oh, fuck me. Wait, we're in trouble. That's seriously tapping into my, like, FIFA ball knowledge. And then Fiorentina Napoli. Okay, yeah, we're in trouble. We're in real trouble with this. We're in real trouble with this shit, boys. Yeah, I know what the fucking club is, man. Valencia and Napoli. I'm trying to think of anybody that's played for Valencia. Oh, wait. 5 additional sports. What do we have here? Baseball, men's basketball, women's basketball, American football, hockey. I don't think I have any of these in my bag. I'm not getting this shit, though. No way. I could have got some of those if I tried, but there's just like Valencia and Fiorentina are not in my bag, bro. I actually could have gone Mario Gomez, I think. Let's try the NFL one, though. 3,000-yard passing season for the Tennessee Titans. For this one, we could go Baker. We could go Tom Brady. We could go... Is there another one? Unk MMA says hi. Tell him I said it was good. We'll go Baker. Fuck it. First round draft pick, 3,000-yard passing season. Could go with literally any quarterback. Any first round quarterback that's had 3,000 yards. Anyone in the past. Mahomes, Allen, Lamar. I'm trying to get deep into the bag there. I'm trying to get deep into my bag on like first round quarterbacks. I could have gone Baker for this shit too. Baker would have been a much better guess for this shit. Jameis Winston. I'm going to go Jameis. Jameis, 2% on that. That's low-key kind of fire. 1,000-yard receiving season, first-round draft pick. Brian Thomas Jr. A lot of people are going to say Brian Thomas Jr. He actually might not have had it last year either. I think he did. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure he had like 1,200. Obviously, there's all the obvious ones. Trying to think of a less than obvious one. Something that's probably departed a lot of people's mind because he's been injured. Brandon Ayuk. 0.3% on Brandon Ayuk. First round draft pick, Oakland Raiders. Or Las Vegas Raiders. I'm low-key kind of cooking this so far. For someone that like doesn't have a deep bag when it comes to NFL history, I'm low-key kind of cooking this. First round draft pick, Las Vegas Raiders. Who could this shit be? First round draft pick, Las Vegas Raiders. Obviously, you have Janty. Did they take Christian Wilkins? Let me just get deep into my bag. Oh, who's the fucking guy that played baseball? Who's the guy that played baseball as well? Like top tier athlete all time, like 1980s. Fuck, what is his name? What is his name? Running back. The NFL ain't it, bro. I love the NFL. The NFL's probably my favorite league to watch. No bullshit. Could I go fucking John Gruden for this? Are they taking coaches? No, John Gruden. And then Titans Raiders, I just straight up might not be able to get. Bo Jackson, that's what I'm thinking of. Bo Jackson. 2%. Damn, a lot more people put Bo Jackson there than I thought would. Raiders, Buccaneers. I should just do this every day to just try and improve my fucking knowledge of the NFL. 1980s amazing player, baseball. That's Michael Jordan. Nah, that shit ain't Michael Jordan. I'm talking about a real elite baseball player. Better athlete than Michael Jordan was. So then we have Buccaneers and Raiders. Who's a Buccaneers and Raiders player? And then 1,000-yard receiving season. Obviously, everyone's going to say Mike Evans. Did Antonio Brown have one here? Did he have one? Damn, so I'd lose a guess for that? I can't get any of these wrong? I did not realize that's what it was. Okay, well, Mauricio Rufi's coming out now, so we're going to speed run this. I'm going to go Calvin Ridley for Titans. 3,000-yard passing season Titans. I'm going to say, who was their quarterback that year that they actually looked good? Mason Rudolph? No. Oakland Raiders, Tennessee Titans. Fuck knows. And then Raiders, Buccaneers is... These are two fucking shit teams. Rufi's in the cage now? Yeah, I'm locked in. Don't worry, we are locked in. I need to find the right one that's actually like fucking far ahead. All of these streams are at the same spot. Moon? Warren Moon? Warren Moon played for both? Why am I being led astray? Unless... Okay, keep guessing. I definitely could have got this. Fuck it, I'll throw in Mike Evans. Mike Evans, yeah, 55% is crazy. 55% is actually insane. And then Buccaneers and Raiders. Who the fuck? I think my stream's ahead of yours, bro. Everybody's stream seems to be fucking ahead of mine, bro. Like, I have the actual broadcast, and yet every single person seems to be fucking ahead of me. It's actually insane. Man, fucking... Like, the UFC is such a joke now. The UFC is actually a joke sport. Alt R&B, jazz, and slowcore are underrated music genres. I'm one of the best, period. We might be tweaking. Jazz, one of the best, period? You're telling me, you're telling me that you're legit sat there listening to jazz? Moon for Titans Yards? Did not know that shit, I'll be real. Did not know that shit. Hey, listen, I have the official broadcast too. Bro, why are the official broadcasts just fucking me? Like, what is this shit? I'm getting hoed. Bro, every time, I swear, every time that I'm on the official broadcast, my shit is always behind. Like, there's never a time when my shit is actually in line or ahead. I'm telling you, bro, the number one advertisement to never pay for the UFC is me. I have the UFC legally every week, even though I only pay like 30 a month or whatever. But like, bro, this shit is literally never on time. Like, it's always there's people in the chat that are fucking ahead of me. How the fuck am I... how am I meant to take this promotion seriously? How excited am I for the Paramount Plus deal? To be honest, not really that excited because it doesn't make a difference to me. It literally makes no difference to me. I don't think that the UFC might move. I don't know. It depends if Paramount Plus get it in if Paramount Plus get the rights in Europe too, I'll be pretty hyped. But unless they get the rights in Europe too, like Benoit Saint-Denis hasn't even fucking made it into the cage for me. Unless Benoit Saint-Denis, unless Paramount get the rights in Ireland too, it's like, it's just mediocre. It's okay for me, but they're not going to change the start time of the events. They're not going to do anything where I'd love for YouTube and Paramount Plus to be like, if you connect your Paramount Plus shit, I can watch party with having it actually on the screen. That would be sick. But that's probably not going to happen. It's US only deal for now. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do about international shit, but Dana doesn't give a fuck about the international fans anyway because the guy is dumb. Dana White is most of the boys from America, but that is a typical US thing. To only think that the US is like the only market. And you see now that the big sports leagues are doing the opposite. You see who'd you see the NFL. The NFL are coming to Dublin, going to Australia, going to Germany, going to Spain, going to London, going to Brazil. Like, the NFL are trying to make themselves as international as possible and trying to put themselves on at a good time for an international fan base. Then you also look at, like, the NBA. They're trying to do international games. They're trying to get all of the international fans that they can. The UFC are sat here like, no, if it's not on at a good time in the US, we won't do it. This fucking bold fuck, Dana White. Bro, you got to feel bad for Grambling. They're down 35-0 at halftime to Ohio State. That's a tough one. Oh. South Florida against Florida. Florida are actually fucking driving down the field on them. Not ideal. America! Fuck yeah. Benoit Saint-Denis getting introduced. I wonder how many times Benoit Saint-Denis in his UFC career has been an underdog. Oh, there you go. He's been an underdog twice in his UFC career, and he's 1-1 as an underdog. You can clearly see Dana's not that invested in the UFC these days. Yeah, bro, it's like he's borderline given up on the UFC. Like, I'm not even trolling when I say that. He has borderline given up on the UFC. That he just doesn't give a fuck about it anymore. Like, bro, could you imagine? Like, just think about how the NFL handled their schedule release, yeah? Think about how the NBA handled their schedule release. And then think about how the UFC announces the biggest pay-per-views of the year. Dana White hops on a fucking IG Live. Like, that's how I'd expect fucking CFFC to announce shit. Like, it's mind-blowing, bro. It's legitimately mind-blowing. That Dana White is like, the way that I'm going to do this shit is on a fucking IG Live. The way that he announced the Conor McGregor fight was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen. Because people care about shit like that. Like, the NFL schedule release is a big, like, moment for the NFL. Like, all the teams put together their little videos for it. It's pretty fucking cool. It's around the time of the draft. It creates a little bit of hype. It's like... But of course, fucking the UFC are going to do everything that they can to make their shit worse. Mauricio or Benoit Saint Denis shoots in on Mauricio Rufy early, manages to get him down too. I'm telling you, boys, lands in mount. There's a good chance Benoit Saint Denis comes out of here with the first round submission. Oh, he didn't land in mount. Okay, he lands in like a half guard situation, climbs over the leg though. Mauricio Rufy tries to scoop up that leg to try to get to like a single leg X or something, try to get to a nice leg entanglement. Benoit Saint Denis does a really, really good job of surfing across though, and windshield wipers his leg to get into mount. Mauricio Rufy's in trouble here. Benoit Saint Denis in mount with 4 minutes left in the round. I'm telling you, boys. I'm telling you. That IG Live now is like iconic, but other things definitely need higher production. That IG Live shit is bullshit. I don't care what anyone says. That IG Live shit is bullshit. It's fucking terrible. When he's in front of the board and stuff. Like, bro, but even the fucking, like, it's just embarrassing that that's how you're announcing events. It's $1 billion company. Now he has his back. He's in real trouble here. Mauricio Rufy is in real trouble. Benoit Saint Denis, like, we could easily see a first round submission here. Oh, he does Benoit Saint Denis gives it up. That's a big mistake. That's a big mistake. And now Benoit Saint Denis ends up on his back. Benoit Saint Denis unlocked his body triangle. God, he was in such a fucking good spot, man. He was in a really good spot. I'm 3 minutes in. I can do this. This is where my timer's at. 2, 5, 6. Bray like hove. 3 minutes left in the round. Yeah, that's like pretty close to where I am. That's like at least not far off where I am. Yeah, pretty much all of these are in at the same spot. Benoit Saint Denis is marauding. Yeah, he's smoking him right now. He's fucking barbecue cooking him right now. Florida missed a PAT. That's insane. 2 minutes 30, halfway through the first, and Benoit Saint Denis is currently showing his dominance. Like, this is what I expected Benoit Saint Denis to do to all of his opponents. We just need to really see Benoit Saint Denis house his gas tank. Because against Dustin Poirier, his gas tank was big. Oh, he's got him flattened out too. He's in real trouble here. Mauricio Rufy's in real trouble. Benoit Saint Denis makes another mistake. He should have taken that opportunity to capitalize on the back when he could. He's clearly looking for an arm triangle or something here, though, trying to get his head under. Has the mount. It's going to be kind of difficult to finish an arm triangle from the mount. Mauricio Rufy trying to defend. He needs to do what they call like the answer the phone defense. Where you go like, whoomp. Who's winning? Benoit Saint Denis is currently smoking Mauricio Rufy. He's taken him down twice. Both times he's managed to get to mount, managed to get to his back. Mauricio Rufy tries to get up again, but once again shows his back. Benoit Saint Denis tries to trip him. Not really going to get there, but has a good purchase on his back. If he can throw a hook in here, he's in a really good spot. Mauricio Rufy does do a good job of facing back towards him. Up against the fence. Mauricio Rufy holding Benoit Saint Denis up against the fence now. But he gets reversed. Mauricio Rufy does not look good here. Mauricio Rufy looks really bad here. Then his second coming of Chandler. What the fuck is he complaining about? What, low blow? I think that's a 50-50 low blow. I think he's just tired. Oh, they're trying to reset them now? That did actually look like a low blow. Fair play to him. That did actually look like a low blow. Rufy is cheesing the ref. I think that was a low blow, but he's lucky, man. And honestly, if you're Mauricio Rufy, yes, it's a better place than you were in, but like Benoit Saint Denis is just as good. Like, if you're giving him this much time to rest, I feel like Benoit Saint Denis, you've got to almost look at like a khamzat chiamev type of guy, where you cannot give him this much time to rest. You cannot let him come back at you. 45 seconds left inside round one. Oh, no, 45 seconds through the timeout. Bro, my brain just went to fucking straight up auto right there. I'm going to redo the timer. We have restarted. There's 50 seconds left inside round one. That's a lot of rest for Benoit Saint Denis. That is a lot of rest for Benoit Saint Denis. He was complaining before the low blow, but then Denis just did it anyway. That's another one that looked kind of low. That one I actually did think was kind of low. 35 seconds left in round one. If you're Mauricio Rufy, you're looking for at least some kind of moment here. Because this is 3 rounds. That probably isn't a 10-8, but it's not far off. Like, if Benoit Saint Denis had a close submission attempt, I'd give that as a 10-8. I have no fucking clue. I presume that he's some sort of Santos somewhere, somehow in the thing. Round 1 is finito. Great round for Benoit Saint Denis. 10-9 Benoit Saint Denis. What do you think, boys? 10-9 Benoit Saint Denis. Pretty much everybody agrees. Well, unless you're like the biggest Mauricio Rufy fan on the planet, I don't see how you could disagree. Brag like Hove. Born sinner, the opposite of winner. My cousins are hitting me up trying to get me to fucking join a call so we can discuss the college football bets. Rufy isn't his real name. It's some anime stuff. I actually do remember that. I'm surprised they were able to throw that on the fucking UFC broadcast with it being some anime shit there. With these judges, they might think it's a 10-8. Like, it wouldn't be that far off, bro. It wouldn't be that far off, dead ass. For them to think that shit's a 10-8. 10 on Benoit Saint Denis, but if you look at the official scoring, that should be a 10-8 because it was a clear round victory for Benoit Saint Denis. I agree. Like they just don't judge how the criteria says, and that's okay. But I hate when people on Twitter make the argument like, yeah, no, like according to the judge's rule book, that should be this, but because they just don't score it like that. Like they never score it how the book says to score it. They say that the number one thing is damage, where clearly it's not in most fights. I saw it on one of Izzy's vids. They were geeking out over it in Miami. Izzy's such a nerd, man. I love Izzy, but Izzy is like a proper top-tier nerd. Oh, big elbow by Mauricio Rufy. So how does he have Rufy on the broadcast, but they won't put it on his shorts? Back take opportunity for Rufy here. No, Benoit Saint Denis. Bro, Benoit Saint Denis is so strong. Ooh, really nice reversal from Rufy. Benoit Saint Denis, if he can clear that arm, you might be able to get out and try have a shot at taking the back. But other than that, I just try get back to your close guard, to be honest. Looking for arm bars, looking for triangles here, trying to throw those legs up in front. Rufy disengages, stands back up. Oh, big right hand by Rufy. Kind of leads into a Benoit Saint Denis shot, though. You can see that Benoit Saint Denis is starting to tire a little bit. And that's why you don't give Benoit Saint Denis a minute to rest before he gets another minute to rest, because he'll just get that cardio back. Whereas you can see, like, what? We've had one round of fighting, and Benoit Saint Denis is already, like, you can see he's breathing a little bit heavy. He's not as explosive on these takedowns. He's losing some of these, like, battles of just pure strength and will. Benoit Saint Denis trying to get out to the back. If he can pass by that arm, he'll be able to get out to the back. Once it, like, holding him up against the fence here is not a terrible idea. Have you seen Izzy's car? Looks sick, but I can't ever imagine doing that to a McLaren. I've seen his car. I haven't seen whatever he's done to it, though. I didn't realize that he wrapped it. Benoit Saint Denis gets another takedown. And the horrible thing for Mauricio Rufy here is that arm is pinned behind his back, which means he's going to jump for his back because you can't defend it. And he gets to his back, has 2 hooks in. Dangerous spot for Mauricio Rufy here. Benoit Saint Denis hunting a submission, looking at rear naked chokes. Could look at arm bars. I'd say he's going to be pretty... he could just ground and pen him too. I'd say he's going to be pretty cautious with not losing the back here because he lost it in the last round over some stupid shit. But if you're Mauricio Rufy, like you... Was that under the neck? That is under the neck. Yeah, he's going to tap. This might be over. That looks under the neck to me. Bro, the fucking brightness is so shit. I can't see because of the shadows. He's clearly just firming it. It might just be on the jaw right now. Yeah, I think it's just on the jaw right now. But even squeezing the jaw like that. No, he taps. Mauricio Rufy taps. Benoit Saint Denis gets the victory via rear naked choke. The fighting nerds, boys, are all kind of fucking pissed. I expected that. Honestly, I expected that. I'm not going to lie to you. I did expect that shit to happen. I called it. God, Carlos Pradas is fucking heartbroken, bro. He's nearly crying. He had the fucking Brazil flag in his hands and everything. The entire arena is going fucking crazy. Is Benoit Saint Denis back? Is Benoit Saint Denis back? He might be. He might be. I like Benoit Saint Denis too at 155. I like him to be a top 10 guy. I really do like him to be a top 10 guy. This is Izzy's anime card, by the way. This shit looks kind of fucking sick. The only problem with this is that every single person knows that this car is yours. There's not a single person on the planet that doesn't know whose car this is. Especially in fucking New Zealand. What's the Fighting Nerds record now? It can't be... it's still going to be really, really good, but it's not elite anymore, I'd say. I'd say it's not elite anymore. I really had Rufy winning this. Bro, that's one that I saw. That's one that I actually called correctly. A lot of my predictions I don't get full on, or I don't get correct most of the time. That one I called. That one I knew was going to happen. Nasruddin Imavov, super happy for Benoit Saint Denis too. I forgot that this co-main and main event is kind of two guys going up against each other. It's two Frenchies against two Brazilians, two gyms against fighting nerds. Does Imavov train at the same gym that Benoit Saint Denis does? Yeah, Imavov left the MMA factory gym in Paris, and now he's moved. Let me just look up. Does Imavov train with Benoit Saint Denis? Because two gym battles would kind of be crazy. That would low-key be crazy. I don't think that they do. Oh, no, he does. They do train at the same gym. So Nasruddin Imavov and CAIO Borralho train at the same gym, and Benoit Saint Denis Nasruddin Imavov and Benoit Saint Denis train at the same gym, and CAIO Borralho and Mauricio Rufy train at the same gym. Can CAIO Borralho get revenge? Can CAIO Borralho get revenge for his brother? Gosh, I was kind of looking better and better and better. Question is, I asked when Umar lost Mayweather at 311 and asked, will Umar a loss mess with Islam? Now, the same question is for CAIO and Rufy. I don't think it really messes with them. I think it motivates them both. You know what I mean? I think that it gives them both, like, it's a positive for both of them, because you have Benoit Saint Denis where it's like, or you have CAIO Borralho where it's like, I want to go out there and I'm going to avenge his loss now. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to win for him. There's no way both the fighting nerds are losing today. And you have Imavov, who's super confident because he just watched his boy go out there and smoke one of the fighting nerds and finish him easily. I did not realize BSD had the most wins since 2022 in the lightweight division. It's kind of an impressive stat for someone who I feel like has taken a lot of time off. Yeah, and that Islam fight was such a mismatch too. It was such an unbelievable mismatch, that Islam fight. So yeah, I think that it affects them definitely. I think both of them positively though. Like, I think that both of them take something from it where they're like motivated to go into their fight. Now it's the big one, boys. I'm actually interested to throw a little parlay on this shit. Maybe a little 5 euro to see what I can return. To see, do they have this one going to decision? Yes, they do have it going to decision. Okay, that makes sense. Because I was going to say, if they have this fight being a finish, I will gladly bet on this fight to not be a finish. Because I was sure this fight's not going to be a finish. Who have you got, Islam or Jack Della? It's such a close fight. I actually want to look at the odds for that. The odds are probably out for some of these new UFC fights. JDM, Islam Makhachev. Bro, I'm telling you, boys. I'm telling you. Jack Della Maddalena at these odds is crazy. Leon Edwards at these odds is crazy. Weili Zhang at these odds is crazy. I'm telling you right now, boys. I'm telling you right now. These odds are wild. These odds are wild. Zhang Weili's going to smoke Valentina. Zhang Weili's levels above Valentina at this stage. Valentina, obviously, one of the greatest of all time. But, like, at this stage of her career, Valentina's too old. We saw Valentina Manon Fiorot. That was one of the worst fights we've seen in a long time. Leon Edwards is very underrated against Carlos Pradas. Very, very underrated. He's gone up against elite guys. And all of Leon Edwards' problems like, aren't going to be a problem against Carlos Pradas. No, I don't think anybody's doubting Leon Edwards' kickboxing ability. I think everyone's doubting Leon Edwards' wrestling and his, like, submission defense. I think that's bad. But Carlos Pradas is not going to threaten him. JDM against Islam. JDM is a legit 170-pounder with great takedown defense that has beat that archetype already. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised Islam Makhachev is that big of a favorite. Like, I like JDM a lot. I think JDM's good. Like, they think essentially that there's not that big a or they think that JDM beating Islam Makhachev is maybe like 25% more likely than Aspinall beating, or than Cyril Gane beating Tom Aspinall. Like, that's fucking insane, bro. They think these two are about the same level of upset, or maybe there's like 20% difference in upset. I think that the difference between these two fights, like if Cyril Gane beats Tom Aspinall, that's almost earth-shattering. That's almost earth-shattering, where it's like, what the fuck, bro? If JDM beats Islam, I'm like, I can't say I didn't see it coming. I can't say I didn't see it coming, and like these are two completely different fights to me. Then you have Ankalaev going up against Alex Pereira. I like these Alex Pereira odds. I like Alex Pereira's odds here. You have Merab going up against Corey. Like Merab's odds. This one I would stay away from. This one I would stay away from pretty much completely. I would stay away from this one. This Yuri Khalil fight I would stay away from. Damn, Jean Silva is such a big... Bro, this is insane. This is a 50-50 fight in my eyes. Am I crazy? Bro, am I fucking insane? This is a 50-50 fight in my eyes. Diego Lopez is this big of an underdog against Jean Silva? Oh, that's insane. That is insane. That is insane. That's actually insane. Like, they think Cyril Gane is nearly as likely to beat Tom Aspinall as Diego Lopez is to beat Jean Silva. What? That just blew my mind. That just blew my fucking mind. Wow. Like, I'm super shocked by that shit. I'm unbelievably shocked by that shit. Definitely having a bet on Lopez. Bro, like, those are some of the craziest odds I've seen in a while. What's Diego Lopez via finish? They're not showing me anything else. They're only showing me to win. Bro, those Diego Lopez odds are ridiculous. Boys, I'm telling you right now, before that shit gets changed, bet on that shit. Bet on that shit. Let's take a gander at the NFL, too. Let's see, is there any lines we like here? I love my Niners. Where's my Niners at? Niners. No, this is fucking beyond that. I saw Seahawks. I was like, what the fuck against the Steelers? No, it's back up here somewhere. Niners against the Seahawks. Damn, Niners are only 1-point favorites now. They were more than were. It's because of the Christian McCaffrey injury. If Christian McCaffrey wasn't injured, he'd for sure be here. Anytime Christian McCaffrey touchdown could hit like absolute crack. Anytime Slick Rick. Bro, they must think this is going to be a fucking dogfight. Oh, 43.5. Jesus Christ. 43.5 is crazy. So they do not think. They think that, like, nobody's going to score in this game. That would be the lowest one of the entire week. Not going to lie, I don't love how CAIO Borralho's looking in this warm-up footage. Holy fuck, bro. What is he doing? Bro, that CAIO Borralho warm-up footage just scared the shit out of me. He looked ass. It's like watching fucking Ben Askren warm up. Bro, what is it about American food and ads? I can understand why Americans are so fat, man. Like, all of their food ads just make their food look incredible. Like, legit, the best food on the planet. I ain't never letting go. I ain't never letting go again. 3rd and 2. Who has the ball? Florida have the ball at the USF 21. That's not good. 4th and 4. That's big. Big play, USF. Okay, so let's take a gander at the UFC. Actually, you know what I do want to look at? I do want to look at this Bud Crawford. Let's go boxing. I want to look at this Crawford Canelo card and see is there any good fights on this card. Because usually they do tend to stack these a little bit. Callum Walsh, we will be there. We will be there for the Callum Walsh fight. I'll tell you that much. Bro, this is what I fucking hate about boxing. I hate this shit about boxing. Why is there a fucking hour and a half gap between Canelo Alvarez and Callum Walsh? Why? Why? This shit makes no sense. Why is there an hour and a half gap? Also, the fact that Terence Crawford is this likely to beat him is fucking insane. Niffy with the 2. I appreciate you, Niffy, brother. One of the all-time greats. One of my favorite human beings to ever exist. The big Nifster. Get a fucking W Niffy spam for the kid. I want some late main event predictions too, boys. I want some late main event predictions too. Niffy has Imavov via decision. CAIO by decision or sub. I think CAIO gets it done via decision. That would be my bet, is CAIO gets it done via decision. I like Christian and Billy a lot, too. I think that's actually good odds for him. Wonder is there anyone good that's on, like, the undercard here? Tyrone McKenna, he's from Northern Ireland. There must be some big Northern Irish fighter fighting here, because no way they have all of these guys. He's also from Northern Ireland. Lewis Crocker. Reito Satsumi. Bro, like, these boxing odds are crazy, dude. Like, half of these guys are just absolute locks to win. CAIO by decision. I have it as CAIO by decision or low-key Imavov via submission. I don't see the Imavov submission angle. I'll be real. I just do not see this Imavov submission angle. Is there any other big boxing fights that are in the pipeline? David Benavidez against Anthony Yard. Damn, who the fuck is Brian Norman Jr.? I don't even know who that is. See, this is the problem with boxing. Devin Haney is going up against somebody that he is considered an underdog against in Brian Norman Jr. And I do not know who this brother is. I fucking hate these websites, man. These websites are fucking pissing me off. Damn, 28-0. 14 KOs. Devin Haney's on the undercard? Devin Haney's a unified world champion that's on undercard still. Crazy. I can see Imavov by TKO too, but I don't see an Imavov win here. Well, no, to be fair, I can't see an Imavov win here. I can't see an Imavov finish. Like, a lot of the boys are saying Imavov finish. I can't see that. I just can't see it. I never let him go. I never let him. Shout out to fucking Big Nifster. I wonder if there a fucking little UFC quiz or something we could do. See, like, there is this shit where it's a... Oh, wait, actually, I forgot about this stuff. 5 fights, okay? Well, this one's pretty fucking obvious. We have Conor McGregor. They literally could not have given us an easier one. I haven't done this one in ages. This 5 fight shit is low-key kind of fire. I wish these just had unlimited versions, though, that I could go through. Like, I wish that there was a bunch of these that I could whack out. Like, while we're waiting for the main event, we can just do a bunch of these. There is also this shit that MMA fighting do, where they do, like, daily UFC trivia. Bro, finally, people... Okay, let's look at... I'm actually interested to see what people thought about the stoppage, bro. The stoppage was crazy. Bro, I swear Cejudo was not tweeting. Somebody is tweeting for Cejudo when they do the shit. Because Henry Cejudo just tweets out, like, the most random NPC shit ever, bro. What a fight. Welcome to the UFC, Axel Sola. It's, bro, Henry Cejudo's like one of those guys that tries to get on the UFC broadcast. Like, you'll see somebody on Threads posting some fucking AI NPC shit like this. I appreciate that a lot, Niffy, brother. I appreciate all the love, bro. I really, really do. Because sometimes I'm looking at my comment section and I'm like, fuck, man. These motherfuckers are torching me right now. So I appreciate all the love for sure. Yeah. See, I love that. I love Herb Dean getting fucking fired. Fire the guy. Fuck Herb Dean, man. I don't know who Chop City is there. Who is this, brother? Buyer of tops. I don't know if he knows what tops means, but shit. Finally, we get to see CAIO Borralho walking out after like the little fucking 10-minute thing that we have in between fights. What did he do? I think I missed it. He had one of the worst stoppages I've seen in a long time with him and Reese McKee. I know, 2Game. Trust me, 2Game. It's in the process this week. 2Game. CAIO Borralho is one of 12 active Brazilian UFC middleweights. I did not realize Michał Oleksiejczuk trained at Fighting Nerds as well, does he? He was getting pretty fucking hyped up in the crowd with all the boys. The people's elbows will be missed. Bro, I miss fucking Ben Askren, man. Bro, Ben Askren had one of the craziest like lives ever, where he has the 5-second knee KO, then he fights Jake Paul. He's like super dominant in PFL and in one. And now he just had like the lung collapse, and now he's coming back, bro. He has fucking an insane life story. Back-to-back losses for the Fighting Nerds. It would be a bad day. That would be a bad day for the Fighting Nerds. If both of them lose, that would be kind of fucking insane. I never let go. Yeah, Michael trains there. That's why he's actually okay now. Fighting Nerds saving actual careers. Fighting Nerds are legit saving lives. What did Herb Dean do? He had one of the worst stoppages we've seen in a long, long time with him and Michał Oleksiejczuk. Why didn't the GOAT Harry Hardwick win? Harry Hardwick, he's someone that has a big like TikTok following, doesn't he? Because a lot of people liked him, where I just didn't understand why, and then someone's like, oh yeah, he's really big on TikTok, and I was like, okay, that makes a little bit more sense. I don't see the hype with him, though. I just don't see the hype with him. I've seen the highlights. I just don't see the hype. He is big on the wrestling scene, though. Like DC big. Yeah, he was fucking really, really good at wrestling. Like, he did wrestling camps and everything. Let's check in with my bet. Florida are up 9-3. Could do with a little USF drive. If USF get a little drive and they go down and they finish fucking down, they finish down 3, I'll happily take it. If they get a field goal on this drive, bang. Against Reese McKee. Yeah, it was today. It was on the main card. Reese McKee going up against that fucking Frenchman that he was fighting. I don't know about the TikTok, but he looks funny and he fights like weaponized autism. That's fucking insane. Weaponized autism is crazy. Bro, I swear there's no sport on the planet that brings up autism as much as UFC fans do. Like, UFC fans bring up autism 24/7. He's still big. I think he's coach or something for some big uni team. Who? Harry Hardwick? He's fucking fighting in the UFC. Now we're finally getting to see the walkout of Nasruddin Imavov, to be fair. It will be kind of cool if Nasruddin Imavov wins to see the space just go fucking crazy, bro. You know what kind of sucks? These international breaks for football kind of suck too. Although watching the Ireland match was sick, like no Premier League football on a weekend, I'm used to now waking up and watching Premier League football, which is kind of like... When's Ireland's next game? I think they play Tuesday. Yeah, they play Tuesday against Armenia. Go out there and fucking smack Armenia, man. I'm happy with Ireland getting a point there. No aura. Yeah, he does kind of look like a bitch walking out. I'm not gonna lie. I think that he thought he cooked with those glasses, but no. I'm not fucking with those glasses. We say autism, but not in a bad way most of the time. Yeah, autism, I don't mind. My least favorite word that every fucking UFC fan in a comment section uses is casual. I hate that word, bro. I hate the word fucking casual. That shit actually pisses me off more than it should. Because, like, casual to who? I'm not even going to get into it. Bro. I'm gonna deal with that Discord shit after the stream is done because I need to confirm the legitimacy of that. But if that shit's true, I'll just ban him. That's a casual take, bro. The amount of fucking times I see that in my comment section annoy me so much, bro. Casual take. Oh my god, casual. Just realized you were a casual. And it's like, as soon as you say that someone's favorite fighter isn't the greatest fighter of all time or isn't winning their next fight, they're just like, oh my god, casual. I just don't see CAIO winning. I do see CAIO winning. I think that CAIO's going to win this fight. Why did no one tell me Rufy got subbed? Was it bad? Rufy got smoked, brother. He got smoked. I'm not going to lie to you. It was pretty bad. Burnley are back in the Prem. You must be a fucking JJ Watt fan to be a Burnley fan. CAIO would lose to Strickland, Izzy, Renee the Ritter, Fluffy, Imavov. Imavov beats those guys. I don't think CAIO loses to Strickland. I don't think he loses to Izzy. Renee the Ritter is pretty 50-50. And Fluffy, I think Fluffy probably does beat CAIO. Imavov has already lost to Strickland, though. And I think Imavov also loses to Fluffy. Yeah, he got smoked in the first round, and then second round got taken down, got his back taken, rear naked choke, Dunzel, Washington. Sunderland are kind of cooking in the Prem, which I'm happy to see because I don't like just 3 teams going up. That's not because of JJ Watt nor Dude Perfect. What is it then? What makes you like Burnley? As someone who... I actually don't know where you live, Niffy. America, right? I know you said that... You said that you were visiting America, but I don't think you're actually from America. Maybe you are from Boston. Ruffy did worse than Propolic? Damn. That's tough for Kyle. Kyle got sent in there fucking short notice, and he at least put up a fight. I keep having mini naps. I'll confirm it with some of the moderation team in here. Because we can just see all the deleted messages. So I'll just go through and check it. But you will have to hold the Instaban. God damn it, I'm late. The did stare, bro. P. Diddy late. And I have to say, P. Diddy, I'm disappointed, brother. I'm disappointed, brother. I thought that you were better than that, P. Diddy. You live in Boston. Look at the fucking bowl knowledge recall from the kid. See, it's crazy because a lot of Americans like take a lot of holidays in America, whereas I feel like that's not that popular anywhere else. To be fair, in Ireland, like all of my last holidays have been in Ireland, so it's also pretty popular in Ireland. But I feel like a lot of the time, like people from the UK or from like the rest of Europe just go to a different country. They don't really holiday in the same country. Yeah, now CAIO's not that big, bro. CAIO deadass does look like stoic as fuck. He looks like one of those like Roman emperors. No more polls to free people. Ever since the only reason that we did the poll the last time is because we had no moderation team. CAIO is a favorite. CAIO should be a favorite in this fight. CAIO should be a favorite. Did he had a sleep in, brother? This guy's not locked in at all. A 5'4" middleweight would be insane work. That's essentially fucking Torres Finney. Torres Finney looks like he's like 5'6". Yeah, now CAIO's just not that big. I love the way they'll just end up with random objects in my hands. Just found this battery, just picked it up. CAIO 17-1, won no contest. I should have done him for the fucking for the quiz earlier. Well, actually, he was on the comment 17-1. 6-0 is a UFC favorite. Fighting out of Sao Luis, Brazil. Bro, I just don't understand the fascination with the Chinese, like with the Chinese letters tattoos. He just has a fuckload of Chinese letters tattooed on him. I'd love to know what they all mean. I'd love to know if he had any idea what any of those meant. And he's got fight or die in like the fucking YouTube thumbnail font. Carlos Pradas is over there getting fucking lit in the crowd. I don't think he ended up going there. He was meant to go there, but I don't think he ended up going there. I'll probably end up in Boston at some point, though. I'm down to meet up with all the boys. To be fair, America is just that big. Yeah, that's kind of facts. That was the only reason I thought CAIO could beat Fluffy because of his size, but bro's not even that much bigger than Fluffy. Yeah, I think that Fluffy's the best match. I think that Fluffy's the worst matchup for everyone at 185. I don't think that there's anybody that's happy to fight against Fluffy at 185. Apart from maybe Dricus 2 plessis. Dricus 2 plessis just through pure autism. Amir can low-key scrap. No, well, Amir can't scrap. I thought you were saying Niffy. Niffy can low-key fight, bro. I don't know if I want to throw hands with Niffy. Fight or die tattoo is sick. And he's just got like fucking tattoos everywhere. Round 1 has begun. Let's get the timer ready. 4-5-0. Starting off, Nasruddin Imavov on the front foot, firing out that jab. They both go to teep each other with either leg and both kind of pull back after they saw the other. I'm fully expecting this fight to go to a decision. Fully expecting this fight to go to a decision. Which means we're going to be in for 25 minutes of what could be fun. Because I don't expect, although Imavov did KO Adesanya, I don't expect Imavov to KO Adesanya. And I thought Adesanya was actually looking pretty good in that fight before Imavov KO'd him. And if he will throw money and KO Harry, shit, if you want to throw some bread at it, you could definitely KO me. Or at least have a chance of doing it. First minute, as per usual, in all of these kind of high-level fights, it's pretty cagey. The first minute is always pretty cagey. My fighting style, like being genuine, is like autism and Hungary, getting them submissions. See, I don't really fight for submissions that much. I'm actually more like very cool, calm, collected. And I don't really fight. I do jiu-jitsu, but anytime I'm doing jiu-jitsu. What's the plan for 20K? I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to... Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I'll pay for medical expenses. Shit, if we're in America, you'd be better off just paying me to fucking... He'd be better off just flying me back and I'll get the medical expenses done over here. Like, this has been really cagey. Even for, like, most of these fights are cagey to start. This has been a very, very cagey fight to start. Do a 30-day stream? I'd rather die, to be honest. 20K Q&A? I feel like everybody does a Q&A. Do a marathon? I could do a 20-hour stream. That would be kind of cool. For 30 days, 24 hours a day. This guy thinks I'm fucking Kai Cenat, bro. Nice trip by CAIO Borralho. Nearly manages to take down Nasruddin Imavov, but Nasruddin Imavov does a good job of staying on his feet. I'd like to see CAIO Borralho kind of fucking turn it up a little bit here. Thing is, he is off his back foot. I wonder how comfortable he is fighting off his back foot for the entire fight, because Imavov does like to apply the pressure. Did the same thing against Adesanya. Good striking defense there by CAIO Borralho. Fucking hell, that word's hard to get out. Borralho. Once again, Imavov's boxing does look crispy, though. I'd be highly surprised. I'd be super surprised if we see a finish here. We've never seen your Discord mod as out of this damn chair. What do you mean? Like a vlog? A vlog might be kind of cool. I don't know. I don't know how to edit vlogs, though. I'm also way too awkward to do anything in public. Like, I couldn't record in public. I'm a very socially awkward person. Everybody does it, so that's bare minimum now. Everybody does what? The Q&As, yeah. 1 minute and a half left in this round one. I'll be real, it hasn't been a super exciting round one. Like, sometimes, like when they kind of collide on the feet, yes, there is moments of tension, but it's been a stale first round. Which, honestly, I feel like I'd honestly rather than put these fight night main events back to 3 rounds. I feel like we end up getting shitty fight night main events because a lot of guys just don't want to gas, man. Like, a lot of guys just really don't want to gas in their first 5-round fight, and they're so nervous about that they don't empty the tank. I mean, we've never seen you, like, not sitting in a chair in your room. That is true. Well, you've seen me standing up over there by the green screen. But yeah, you have never seen me outside of my room, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of weird to think, because every day is like I am outside of my room every day, but you just don't see that. And you're all doing shit every day too that I don't see. Some of you I don't even know what you look like. Most of you I don't know what you look like. See, that type of shit kind of blows my mind, and it kind of makes me trip whenever I think. I should do a 20-hour stream so I really get a day in the life. Max Holloway looks so skinny despite being the average height at lightweight. He's definitely not the average height. Is he the average height at lightweight? And he doesn't look that skinny either. I feel like he looks pretty built going up against Poirier, going up against Justin Gaethje. I feel like that he looked pretty heavy. Like, he looked pretty dense in terms of muscle. Or like an hour-long vid with the day in the life and the Q&A. Bro, every live stream that I do is a fucking Q&A. You could ask me any question here. It's not like I'm not going to answer them. Harry, if you had to guess what I look like, what would you say? You've heard me talk. I didn't see. I'm terrible at doing shit like that because I just think everybody looks pretty normal. Like you probably look like me, but just like American. I might have to appear in a dark corner of your room just so you know what I look like. Diddy, if you appear in a dark corner of my room, you're getting slapped. I'm telling you that for free. Was that a CAIO round? I feel like it probably was. Like, I don't know. Those type of rounds, I would score it as a CAIO round. It probably goes to Imavov because he's in France. Give me the bank details. Shit. I'll give you my bank details if you're sending me some bread. 10-9 CAIO, but barely. Yeah, that's one that you can't really get wrong, and I feel like they're going to give it to Imavov because he's in France. I can't really remember the last fight night main event banger we had. Am I the only one that thinks that the last fight night main events just haven't been that good? Not gonna lie, I kind of look like Michael Chandler if Michael Chandler was built like topuria. Fuck. That timer's wrong. Michael Chandler, but built like topuria is one of the fucking craziest builds I've ever heard in my entire life. I just want to see a little bit more action on the feet, man. Like, just anything here. Imavov is kind of moving like he's fucking Ilia topuria. Like, you do not have enough one-punch KO power to just, like, actually sit there and actively not do shit in fights. Fight night prelims are the best fights the UFC puts on. Bro, fight night prelims just seem to always be bangers. Like, I can't remember the last fight night prelim they had that wasn't fucking elite. P. Diddy must pull guard on Harry, and P. Diddy might sleep Harry with the boogie choke like Craig Jones did to Chael Sonnen. P. Diddy never catch me in a boogie choke. I don't think so, Amir. It's probably Niffy. 3 minutes 55 left inside round 2. I forgot about the French buff 10-9 Imavov. Yeah, it's just like, bro, the French judges are some of the most biased judges on the fucking planet. Like, CAIO's not really doing much either, though. Like, I'm kind of talking shit about Imavov. CAIO's not doing a lot either. Like, CAIO's just kind of going out there, maybe throwing a feint every once in a while, throwing a jab, throwing a little fucking kick to the body, a little roundhouse to the body. But, like, neither of them are really... I think it's pretty clear that both of them are trying to keep their cardio. And neither of them are trying to gas. I mean, messages. Just messages in total. I don't know if Niffy... Yeah, Niffy actually might not have the most chats. He definitely has the most super chats. Niffy's definitely the number one. Who has the most chats? Probably is one of the boys that, like, it could be fucking, like, Diddy. I don't know. I don't know who it could be. But it's probably, like, it has to be someone that's been here for a long time. Could be the Didster. Could be Polar. Trying to think of some of the boys, some of the mods. Could be Caesar. Caesar is probably a good guess for it. Halfway through round 2. Once again, like CAIO Bryo's chin is too good to get KO'd, and Nasruddin Imavov just doesn't have anything other than apparently that want to finish. We gotta know now. I don't know how to check. Can I check that? If I can check it, I'll check. I'll tell you. But I've got no idea. It's either me or Polo Man. We were in the streams for like 1.5 years in a row. It's probably him since he's been here while I was inactive the last few months. Yeah, it definitely could be Polar. Caesar's just a guy, man. Caesar's been here for a long time. Mod too, which means he's just been super active. Nah, Amir's not consistent. Amir hasn't been here in months. And he might have just said the hard or in the Discord, so we need to fucking figure out what we're going to do with that. Bro, I feel bad for Grambling, man. Grambling are down 49 points already. We're halfway through the third quarter in that Ohio State Grambling match, and they're down 49 now. A minute 15 left in this Kaya Brown Nasruddin Imavov fight. It's kind of playing out how I thought it would right now. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It's kind of playing out how I thought it would, which is a boring-ish main event that's pretty close, goes to decision. CAIO Borralho gets it done via decision. I didn't say it was Lighty, it was AI. Yeah, we'll see. Somebody's getting banned because if you AI that shit, if you AI that shit, you gotta get banned. If you actually said that shit, you gotta get banned. 35 seconds left inside round 2. Like, this has that kind of car crash feeling. You know the thing I talk about in a lot of fights where I'm like, it has that car crash thing where as soon as they come together, it feels like somebody's going to get KO'd. This has that exact same feeling, but it's just kind of like, I don't feel like someone's going to get KO'd. So it does have that car crash thing of when they do come together, it's fun, but nobody's going to get KO'd, I don't think. Round 2 about to end. Another round that's super close. Like, I don't know how you score that round. Do not know how you score that round. Another weird round to score. CAIO Borralho getting sent back to his corner and Nasty and Imavov getting sent back to his corner. But that guy's fucking hyped up in the crowd. How are you scoring that round, boys? I'm probably going 10-9 Imavov. Probably going 10-9 Imavov. Not 100% on that, though. Pretty 50-50 on it, if I'm being honest with you. Easy Imavov round. Probably 2-0 Imavov. Another 10-9 Imavov. It's in France, so probably Imavov. 23 strikes to 10 in round 1. Was it actually 23 strikes to 10 in round 1 for Imavov? I don't realize that. My first Harry stream was like a month before Brady Burns. I hope there's a finish because scoring this is a nightmare. Yeah, they're just going to give it to the Frenchie. If they're scoring it, they're just almost undoubtedly going to give it to the Frenchie. They're hyping up Dana White's Contender Series live Tuesdays 8 p.m. ET. Another one that they could put on at an actually good time. Put it on at fucking 6 p.m. Why not? I really can't remember the last like full Dana White Contender Series slate that I watched though. Honestly, don't even understand why I hate Harry. It's just fun to hate on him. Well, that kind of sucks. Third round has begun. Buying 4-3-7. Oh, CAIO Borralho looked to be slightly rocked for a second there. Nice little right hand by Imavov. Imavov's boxing does look sharp, man. CAIO Borralho lands a nice counter left hook off it. Then lands a right hand. They get to an over-under situation. Nice knee by CAIO Borralho. They break off. Now the pace is starting to pick up a little bit. Now, I don't know whether it's CAIO's corner said to him that we need to go here or Imavov is trying to separate them. Or fucking hell, bro. I cannot speak. Or Imavov is trying to separate himself here. No mustache. Harry was goated. What was it? A nut shot on who? On Imavov? Fuck's sake, man. I ain't never letting go. I ain't never... Bro, that fucking J. Cole song is stuck in my head, bro. Seeing Tony was peak, bro. I miss Tony, man. I miss Tony. Georgia, Austin, bro. Fucking hell. Let's take a gander through some of these college scores today. Iowa State beat Iowa State. Damn, Illinois beat the shit out of Duke. Holy fuck, that was way closer than like I was watching the start of that game. That game was really close for a while. Baylor beat SMU 48-45. Sawyer Robertson, 440 yards, 4 touchdowns. Jesus Christ. SMU go down. Troy are up 10-0 at Clemson. Oh my God, this Cade Clubland guy might be one of the biggest frauds I've ever seen. Troy are up 10-0. At number 8, Clemson. Okay, fuck, we're back. And timer's good again. Chunky Harold was the greatest YouTuber. No, Chunky Harold was fucking shit. Damn, Oregon are beating Oklahoma State 48-3 too. Jesus Christ. Bro, some of the scores you see in college football just show you the difference in levels in Division 1 programs. I was so pissed because I didn't watch thing. I would think it would be another stupid ultra-tired MMA fighter in the boxing ring, but no. Yeah, but like that Tony win was great, and then the Darren Till fight was also sick. Like, call me crazy. That was probably a better event than this one was. Probably a better event than this one was. Like, I don't like fights like this where I go in knowing that there's not going to be a finish. Like, we're almost halfway through the fight. I don't really know how to score it, but there's one thing I'm absolutely sure of, and that's that there's no finisher. I'm super excited later, though. Oklahoma, Michigan, Arizona State, Missouri State, or Mississippi State. The Bulldogs. UFC 317, Harry stream was the best because he got to see Charles get knocked out. Bro, I haven't seen one of my favorite fighters win a fight in so long, bro. In so long. I saw the clip, lol. Why the fuck's the ref counting? That was pretty funny. Imavov is currently a minus 425 favorite. Yeah, this fight's been pretty boring. I'm not going to lie to you. Not good for the 185 pound division because Khamzat's last fight was boring. This fight's been pretty boring. You kind of want 185, which is one of the premier divisions, or what I thought was one of the premier divisions inside the UFC, to show us a little bit more. Show us just that little bit where we're like, oh shit. Julian saying 306 yards. Got the backup in there too. Bro, what is it about? I'm actually going to go through it, bro. When is the last actual good fight night main event that we had? I can't remember, bro. I can't remember. They seem to just all be shit. And another nut shot. Jesus fucking Christ. That was, to be fair, that one was actually pretty good, but it wasn't an actual good fight. Or yeah, eye poke. That was just Anthony Hernandez roll. To be fair, I'm actually kind of talking shit. They've actually been pretty good. Yeah, I'm actually kind of wrong. Most of the main events have actually been pretty fun. This one just sucks. And I've got to pause the timer. I'll redo the timer. We're at like 128. For a second, I thought it was a finish, but the things I do for finishing this fight, like, it gets to this point a lot in these fights. I just want to see a finish here. I don't give a fuck who gets it. I just want to see something interesting happen. Is Fearless triple threat? What do you mean? The last good fight is probably Prates versus Ian Gary, which is my first stream. Prates Ian Gary was fun as fuck. When I CAIO was criticizing Khamzat, just put up an also snooze fest. At least Khamzat dominated. Yeah, like, this fight's not been good. This fight has not been good, boys. I'm gonna be real. This is one where, like, I'm looking at the next few events, like, I wonder when the next good fight's gonna be. It's crazy too because, like, this fight is not like it's not like a pure wrestle fuck fight. It's just not fun. Like, it's two guys standing up that don't have KO power but are trying to go up against each other. No, Amir triple threat was in the stream earlier. Bro, CAIO's chin is not even that good. Actually, CAIO has to win round 1, bro. CAIO had 11 more significant strikes in round 1. That's fucking insane. Round 3 is pretty close. I don't fucking know. I've got no idea who wins round 3. What round is it, and who do you think is winning, or is it over? Currently, we are going into round 4. I probably have it as 2-1 CAIO Borralho. The fight has not been good. It's been pretty boring. Not one I'd super advise you to tune in for. Those numbers are wrong. I thought those numbers were wrong too, just based on how I was watching the fight. I did think CAIO won round 1, but that makes it look super decisive. We have 10 more minutes of this fight, boys. 10 more minutes of this fight. Which I feel like is fucking crazy to say, because, like, this is almost, like, it's pretty much a title eliminator. Like, at least Renee the Ritter fights are super fun. This shit isn't even fun. This shit's just straight up mid. I slept like 12 hours last night. That happens to me sometimes where I'll just fucking like go down and I'm just not getting back up. Timer is on. Round 4 has begun. My girl said that to me before. I slept 12 hours. I slept 12 hours last night. Tough one for me to take. I'm over here looking at some shopping, to be honest with you boys. Looking over at the auctions, because this shit is not entertaining me. Is the UFC falling off, boys? Do you guys actually think the UFC is falling off? Like, do you guys think that the UFC is going backwards? Why did they show the corner clips over replays of CAIO rocking Imavov? Chaelson and 50-45 is both of them. Like this fight is just, it just has not been a good fight. It just has not been a good fight. Did he Chael 50-35s them? Chael, bro, why are you guys talking like Chael isn't finishing both of them? 29-28 Imavov momentum is with Borralho is what Henry Cejudo says. Not right now, P. Diddy. Harry, you should get a daggy beard. Fuck that, bro. Bro, like the nut shots are crazy. Need more fun fights, more best versus best fights. Like this is good matchmaking though, I think. Do you guys think that this is bad matchmaking? I think they should be an exciting fight. These guys just aren't fun to watch. And like by themselves, they are fun to watch. Like Imavov is not a bad guy to watch by himself. CAIO Borralho is a fun fighter to watch by himself. Oh, Dana's for sure disinterested. Dana's for sure disinterested. Damn. It's a nice right hand by CAIO Borralho. Nice calf kick too. He looks like CAIO Borralho striking does look good. And I feel like I might be being a little bit harsh on this fight. I think this fight actually isn't bad. It's just lacking that thing of like the finish. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like every single 5-round fight, we should go into it thinking that there's going to be a finish. And I'm just not sure if the UFC is doing that right now. Now they end up at the fence. CAIO Borralho landing some nice knees, but Nasty Imavov with control time, holding him up against the fence. Like, it just doesn't feel like anyone's taking any risk in this fight. And I rarely ever say this, but this fight needs a takedown. I don't want this fight to stay on the feet. This fight needs a takedown. Bro, as soon as I get off, I'm going downstairs, making my chicken too, making some chicken rice. I've got the chicken in this sauce too. Yeah, like the champions right now I like a lot. But it's the people under the champions. Like when we go through all of the divisions, I think the champions might almost be too good. Like when you look at 125, Joshua Van might be able to beat Pantoja, but I don't think so. 35, Merab, I don't see losing for a bit. 45, Volkanovski, I don't see losing for a bit. 55, Ilia Topuria, could lose, definitely. There's definitely interesting matchups for him. JDM could lose at 170. Khamzat, I don't see losing for a while at 85. Ankalaev, unless we see somebody jump up, I don't see losing at 205. And then Aspinall at heavyweight's just not losing. So I think that a lot of the champions are almost too dominant right now. Yeah, like, bro, this counter-strikers just back and forth fight is not fun to watch. I know we hate Dana, but he brings something to the UFC. The event are good, but when he looks actually there for everything. Brother, IRA, we've got to fucking retype that one, brother. What card was Royval Van? That was a good card. I think that was what? I'm pretty sure that was the Ilia card. Yeah, it was, because that was Pantoja, Ilia, and Joshua Van against Royval. You don't think Alex beats Ankalaev? I don't think so. I think Alex is just too old now. I think Alex is too old. Gaethje sleeps Topuria. Watch it. Shit, fuck me, bro. I do not think so. I really do not think so. Bro, this shit's pretty dope. This World War II military folding trench shovel. I do have this sword up here. I'll show you my sword. Some of the boys in the stream might not have seen it. This actually might be structurally integral. Only one thing fell. This is my sword with its sheath. This is pretty fucking dope, right? Don't be jealous, brothers. I have a sword. You do not have a sword. I just rock the sword every fucking pay-per-view. It is actually sharp, too. Like, I can't really hold it. I definitely can't hold it up at the top. Up at the top, it's super sharp. Down at the bottom, it's not that sharp. This is what we're getting to in this fucking pay-per-view. Me whipping out a fucking sword. And not the sword that most people were probably thinking. I have it currently as 3-1 Imavov. I have it currently as 3-1 Imavov. Can it cut? It can cut shit. Let me see if I can find anything for it to cut. I need something to like hold it. Bang. I know you do. I know you wish it was the other sword. I feel like the kickboxing era is over. I think it is too. I think that, well, I think that boxing might be back, but kickboxing I think is probably done. Kickboxing I do think is probably done. Finally, we are on to the round 5. The 5th round of this super entertaining middleweight encounter. Why does bro have the toilet paper so close? I've actually got like 3 different types of tissue too. I've got this. These are kind of like baby wipes. I've got these cotton pads and I've got tissues. I've got every single type of sword that you could, or I've got every single type of toilet paper you could want. You've got all the types of paper. Apart from the one type that's necessary. We don't have that kind of paper. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left inside the 5th round. It's like it's been pretty much the same the entire fight. Nasruddin Imavov on the front foot. CAIO Borralho trying to counterpunch. I do currently have it scored as 2-2. I have it scored as 2-2. I think I might have said 2-1 to somebody, but I have it scored as 2-2 right now. All to play for in the 5th. I just think the judges don't have it scored as that though. I think the judges are absolutely going to give that first to Imavov because of the crowd, because it's in France, and Imavov is going to win this fight. Double oblique kick is nasty work. If I'm CAIO Borralho, I'm looking for a takedown here. Or just take some fucking risk. Damn, that's a nice right hand by Nasruddin Imavov counterpunch. The whole thing that the sword coming up though was because usually this place has a lot of swords. Also has a little fucking TV on a stand. But usually this place has a lot of swords that you can like buy. Just like some random World War II swords or World War II fucking knives and shit. Where I usually take a little look through it and I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll grab that. Halfway through the 5th round. Oh shit, I didn't even realize I was showing you this shit. That's on me. I have it 3-1 Imavov. I think the judges are going to have it at 3-1 Imavov. Winner of Renee Ritter versus Fluffy leapfrogs these guys for the next title shot. I agree. Renee Ritter against Fluffy should be next up for a title shot. If he takes a point, this could get interesting. Because it would mean that Imavov would have to win this round. So this could get very, very interesting. What the fuck is going on here, bro? Guys are just selling pieces of wood. The talent to take his time. I don't understand why more UFC fighters don't take the entire 5 minutes. Like, every UFC fighter takes 30 seconds and then goes back. I would take all the time that you're going to give me, bro. I would take legit all of the time that you're going to fucking give me. Born sinner, the opposite of winner. Yeah, like, we've got to take away a point. We've got to take away a point. Are we not taking away a point? Is he going to take away a point or no? No, he's going with this whole fucking last warning bullshit. I fucking hate that shit, bro. I really hate that shit. Take away a point if there's an eye poke. It's not that difficult. The over or under for 4.5 rounds, the over has hit pretty easily. I was sure it was going to hit. This fight had decision written all over it. Harry, my roller rank in school is PRS or peer mentor or peer supporter. I don't know what to call it in English. And the role is basically like same as a therapist. Like, we're going to hear you out. Damn. It's kind of fucking dope. Yeah, but for 5 minutes for them is also 5 minutes for the opponent. Yeah, true. But like, how many guys have we seen get eye poked and come back and get finished like a round later or a minute or two later? Just because they're not ready. Especially like in this fight, I don't think that Imavov is gassing at all. And CAIO could be gassing a little bit. 100 seconds left in this fight. Kind of all up for grabs. I'm probably leaning Imavov on this round too, though, if I'm being completely honest with you. CAIO does need to unload. I think that the point taking needs to be a lot more active. Like, I just don't know why they don't do it. Like, they seem to never take points. 1 minute 10, 70 seconds left in the fifth. It's been like CAIO. I don't know. CAIO could get it. Like, CAIO could get a weird decision here. CAIO could get a weird decision. I think CAIO's 32, maybe 33. But like, there's like the significant strike numbers help CAIO out a lot in this fight. Just off significant strikes, CAIO could win round 5 and he wins round 1 and 3. I think that's how I scored it. I think I scored CAIO winning round 1 and 3 and losing rounds 2 and 4. But I think the judges will give Imavov rounds 1. This is kind of fucking sick. Some of these fucking foldable knives. 30 seconds left in round 5. Let's go for it, boys. Let's start to fucking get after it here. Let's start to fucking get after it here, boys. Let's really start to fucking scrap. 16, 15. Come on, boys. CAIO Borralho has him tied up against the cage. Imagine if the person that committed the foul had to do star jumps or burpees or some shit so they didn't benefit from the stoppage. That would be kind of fucking funny. Imavov's the one that's going for it with 5 seconds left. Oh, he connected with a really, really, really nice right hand. Fight goes to decision. Imavov's probably going to get the decision, and I do agree with it. I think Imavov wins that round 5, so I think it's 3-2 Imavov. Good fight. Not a great fight, actually. High-level fight, like, it wasn't an entertaining fight. It wasn't an entertaining fight at all. Both the fighting nerds losing is kind of something I expected. CAIO Borralho was the only one that I have actual championship expectations for. Bro, what the fuck is this Kevin Hart, LeBron James DraftKings ad? Only 2 decisions the whole night is wild, and they were both on the main card. Like, for how good that co-main was, the main event didn't really live up to it. I'm going 49-46 Imavov. I think that's the correct scorecard. Or actually, 48-47 Imavov. I think that's the correct scorecard. I think judges will go 49-46. Bro, it makes such a... I'm not sure if you guys can hear this noise. Maybe if I get like a... Yeah, if I get like a spoon, you'll be able to hear it. Bro, the noise that a sword makes when you like glide along it is so satisfying, this noise. That's such a fucking satisfying noise, on. That's like one of those fucking ASMR noises. This is a default 48-47 Imavov scorecard. I agree. I think 48-47 is probably the right call. Why are they showing us distance head strikes? Who gives a flying fuck? They're showing us distance head strikes and significant body strikes. What the fuck? I don't give a fuck. And Michelle is going to move up to 205 and submit ankle eye for the flying Goga plan and win the 205 belt. Bro, it would be the biggest rogue move of all time for Michelle Oleksiy Juzik to go up and win the fucking... Let's see. UD, so I presume it's Imavov. Nasruddin Imavov gets it done. That was a 50-45? Bro, what? 50-45 is insane, bro. We've got to chill, bro. Like, some of these judges are fucking dog shit. Imavov's going to call out Khamzat chiamev. Khamzat chiamev is probably not going to make... Or Khamzat chiamev would happily take that fight. I really do think Khamzat chiamev smokes him. I really do think Khamzat chiamev smokes him. I don't think it's close. But I appreciate all the boys for tuning in. And I appreciate all the boys for showing love. Make sure to, I don't know, like the stream. Like the video that I put up earlier today. I put up a video earlier today based on how Dana White feeds fighters to Jake